All right, go ahead, Ty.
All right, Shalom, once again, giving all praise to Yahawah.
BAHASHAM, QADASH.
Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone, and once again, Shalom and salutations to the hopeful elect. All right, once again, we are the Hebrew Israelites. We come out whenever we're able to, or at least we prophesy week in and week out, prophesying the downfall of America, which is Babylon the Great, according to the Bible. All right, that you so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans make up the real 12 tribes of Israel. All right, and as you should know, as far as the demographic that watches us, we talk about the destruction of America, we talk about we go into current events and why they're happening according to the scriptures. They're happening according to the scriptures because of biblical prophecy. Right now, it just seems like tribulation's got next. We started out the year with almost World War I starting. These celebrities dropping like flies. Then a global pandemic. Then so-called plague of hornets from Lot's territory coming to this side of the world. So this is going to be as far as the election is concerned, it's going to be a very exciting year.
This Amos chapter 5 verse 18. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light.
All right. Because like we say before, a lot of people have all misconceptions, when it comes to the God of the Bible, or even higher power in general. They think that he's not violent. He doesn't have any rules. He doesn't love or hate. Those are all. That's many of the things that we go into. As far as the reasons why. These things are happening.
I got the definition.
Okay.
This is the definition of the word desire. It says a strong feeling of wanting to have something or wishing for something to happen.
Well, be careful what you wish for. Of course, we have that. We want to have that. We have that portion of faith. As far as the Heavenly Father, shielding us from, the destruction to come and delivering us. But at the same time, we have that. We have that fear. Because we know the Lord's true nature. We have there's countless examples.
And a lot of people also, they, it's mainly the Christians, all right, they speak about the return of the Lord, And the scripture said, to what end is it for you? All right, because the day of the darkness, the day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Because people imagine, some, so-called white man, cracking the clouds with, a basket full of gifts and flowers, man. All right, and what end is it for you? Because you're not even serving the true power. All right, you're not worshiping the true Lord, man, who died for the Israelites, man. To what end is it for you, man? All right, you're not keeping the law, man. All right, because a majority of our people, they believe that the law is done away with. They're not upholding the law. You're eating pork. All right, you worshiping idols. All right, you committing adultery. You smoking marijuana. All right, you're doing everything that's contrary to the Heavenly Father. So why shouldn't you desire that day to come?
And the scriptures say, all the sinners of my people shall die by the sword. So
that's right.
While they in sin and they desire the day of the Lord, that's totally backwards.
Right.
This is Isaiah 13:6. How ye, for the day of the Lord is at hand. It shall come as a destruction from the Almighty. Therefore shall all hands be faint, every man's heart shall melt, and they shall be afraid. Pains and sorrow shall take hold of them. They shall be in pain as a woman that's rebelling.
Hey, so he said, how for the day of the Lord is at hand. And that's what we're witnessing. All the prophecies coming to fruition, the signs that's showing. All right, the earthquakes in diverse places, the pestilence, they're talking to famines. We went into how they were euthanizing the animals, farm livestock such as cows and chickens. It's a shortage of food. So, hey, these are the prophecies, the signs that the Lord was talking about that was going to be taking place before his return. And they starting to intensify.
That's right.
All right, they're starting to intensify.
You got it. The scripture say they slack not a woman. I had that scripture.
There's a little bit more.
Oh, go ahead. You got it right.
It says, they shall be amazed one at another. Their faces shall be as flames. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger, to lay the land desolate.
Right,
without an inhabitant.
How they face gonna be flames.
Burned up.
Right. Yes, let them know. You know what I'm saying?
You got him burnt up from the missiles.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, when you go into that word cruel, it says willfully causing pain or suffering to others or feeling no concern about it.
And that's exactly how he coming, man, with wrath and not giving up.
So basically, when the Lord judging you people, he's not going to feel sorry for you. He's not going to show any sympathy.
That's right.
Hey, and that is a commandment to the angels in Ezekiel 9:4.
Spare not.
Let your eyes spare not. Man,
Have no pity.
Whoever you
Right.
see, man, they go get it.
So why should you people actually be desiring that day? All right.
Because if the scriptures say evil men understand
Not
not judgment,
judgment,
right?
right.
So that's why they ain't, you know what I'm saying? Because they desire the day because of the slate of men.
Oh, what's
You know,
the scripture
Christianity.
also say? There's a way that seemeth right up to a man, but the end thereof are the ways of death. Because they think that they're doing the right thing, man.
That's why I said, whoa.
Whoa.
Destruction, death.
Right.
It says, and he shall destroy the sinners thereof out of it. And that's exactly what we're talking about, man. These people desiring the day of the Lord, and they sinners, and they will be destroyed in their ignorance.
Right, the ones who willingly sin,
Sin,
man.
come.
You know? And because we all sinners. That's what the Lord came to heal he said he came to give the sinners to repentance, right?
In the book of Matthew.
Roughly paraphrasing, right? So that's what the Lord came. We all sinners. You know, we just try to the best of your ability. Apostle Paul said, he said, yo, the Lord came to save the sinners who I am chief. You feel me? So we all sinners, man. You know, you just try to the best of your ability
To repent.
to just keep the law right and have faith.
I got a quick one, what you just said. This is Luke 5:31. It's saying, YAHAWASHI answering said unto them, it said, they that are whole need not a physician, but they that are sick. Yeah, man. And then the verse 32 follow up saying, I came not to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance.
Let's go.
You know what I mean? So yeah, we all acknowledge that our faults and sins and stuff like that. Hell, that's the whole reason why one of the main reasons why our brothers came into the truth. You know what I mean? Obviously because the Lord called us, but because we realized that we was in some way, shape, fashion, or form, we was messed up. You know what I mean? Esau and this Babylonian line, it had got to us, but through the mercies of YAHAWASHI, we came back into the light, and then we fall into the best of our abilities. This word, man, because that's ultimately, you know what I mean. The lot for Jake is to try their best to follow the ways of YAHAWASHI. But in the kingdom, that's when we're gonna be perfect. Right now, it's not designed for us to be perfect.
The scripture say in Judges the 5th chapter about how we gonna rehearse the righteous acts. And anyone knows during the rehearsal, you know, anytime it's a mess up, you know, the director cut and then you start over again. So I got a precept of one of y'all brother. It's Luke 13:3. It says, I tell you nay, but except ye repent, ye shall all likewise perish, man. All right, so there's gonna be a small remnant of people who repent, man. All right, and it's gonna be, because when you bring up the word repent, all right, can somebody get that definition of the word repent?
Read meaning back. When the word repent comes from the word penitent. Like, you know what I'm saying, from being humble. That's how you be, you know what I'm saying, that's how you repent. You go back, because when you sin, you proud.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying, that's when you go off this shit. So when you humble, you don't, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what the word pent go. That's where Esau get the,
Penitentiary.
that's right, penitentiary. Because when Jake break the law, he put them in there to be humble, to be remorseful
Sorrowful.
for the, right, sorrowful for the law that they broke. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So that's what Esau, he do everything the same on the left hand side though. You feel me? That's what he do. So that's what the word repent means. Go back to being humble. That's what the Lord wants the Israelites to do.
So it don't mean to, commit wickedness and then ask for forgiveness and then keep committing the same wickedness, because the scriptures say, let not your iniquities lift themselves up, man. All right, any brother got something?
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Yeah, I go ahead. This Amos chapter 6 verse 3, it say, ye that put far away the evil day, cause the seat of violence to come near. And because at the end of the day, people is not acknowledging the times that we're in. That's why the Lord calls this a pretty much hypocrite. You can discern the signs of the time. They can tell you when the sun coming up, when the sun going down, when it's the winter, whatever. But they not discerning or understanding they in the end times. Number one, a promise before you, which never pretty much, you know what I'm saying, you have so-called black men, the Israelites, and garments on the street corners pushing the word, man. You know what I'm saying? Instead of, you know what I'm saying, rapping it, you know what I'm saying, break dancing, they preaching the word on both sides. That's an ultimate sign right there. And in the midst of uproars, all them people see it, but they not acknowledging it. So they causing the Most High to get even more pissed off, man. You know what I'm saying? So they causing them to come near, man. They not doing nothing but condemning themselves, man. You know,
I got one for you. This Matthew 7:13. Enter ye in at the straight gate, for wide is the gate. No, enter ye at the straight gate, for wide is the gate, and broad is the way that leads to destruction, and many be there which go therein.
It ain't this thing ain't easy, man. People think coming to the Lord is an easy thing, because when you come and serve the Most High, it's a reward behind that, man. It's a greater reward than anything that Esau can give you. What Esau give you would come easy. And at the end you serving him, man. But when you come and serve YAHAWASHI, prepare yourself for temptation. That's that narrow gate, man.
It says, but straight is the gate, and narrow is the way which leadeth unto life, and a few be there that find it.
Right, because our people are out of order. They don't want to get in order. Straight is a position of difficulty. That's why the Lord said in Second Esdras, it's going to be where one man can go in at a time.
That's right.
So in order to go in one at a time, it's got to be what? A single file line. It's got to be order. And that's the main thing that, our people really, that's why they want to do whatever they want to do. Like the brother Shapadia in Chicago, he put a video up where the Jake was talking about he was on some homo, you know what I'm saying? So he was basically, whatever the fucking word they want to use for it, man. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But he was talking about if he want to do this with a man and do that with a man, he gonna do it, man. You know, so that's basically the mind frame of our people. They don't want to get in order, and that's what we telling them. That's how you get in order. Yep. You feel me? Through the law.
Yep. And they think they living by that. That's why the Lord say they have life more abundantly. Jake think because they can do whatever, fly here, they living, man. You still a slave, man. Ultimately, life, man, is eternal life. You ain't gonna die. Like the brother went in, Mark going to, what's that, Ecclesiastes? When YAHAWASHI spoke, what's the point of having all these, eventually I'm gonna come to death, man.
Look, man, go ahead, you got it.
Yeah, basically ain't nothing promised here but death, bro. That's another reason why brothers trying to get the hell out of here, man. You know what I'm saying?
I get this definition. This is the definition because the brother mentioned that, our people don't want to get in order. It's the definition of the word order. It says the arrangement or disposition of people or things in relation to each other according to a particular sequence, pattern, or method, man. And that's the method, the law.
Right, because the law bring order to your life. If it didn't, niggas would be out here doing whatever. Even with Esau law, it bring a certain order. That's why people live by a certain, they live their life a certain way. Go ahead, bro.
Just made me think of something I just want to add, like, for instance, like with the Wild Wild West. They didn't have laws, they had no law, structure. And that's when they brought sheriffs and all that.
That's right.
Just like traffic. If Esau didn't have a law dealing with traffic, cars would just be, so that's why in traffic or in the freeway you see cars they all in order. They all, so yeah, calm, brother.
I got one.
Law keeps you in order, right? That's what the law for, because the law come with benefits and then it come with
punishments.
Exactly, like the brother said, punishment. That's the balance. Even with Esau law, you know what I'm saying? You follow the law to certain individuals, Edomites only, really, not niggas, but they use certain of our people, But go ahead, brother.
This is the book of Isaiah 35 and verse 8. And highway shall be there, and a way, and it shall be called the way of holiness. The unclean shall not pass over it, but it shall be for those, the wavering man, though fools shall not err therein. And that's what? Order, you feel me? Because it's only for the righteous, the ones that got the laws in them, you feel me? The ones that's trying to uphold and keep the name Israel holy and set apart, man.
I got something. This Genesis 2:7, it say, and the Lord God formed man out of the dust of the ground, and okay, of course man was made out of the ground, but that dust also represented confusion because Adam he didn't have the laws yet. Well, when the Lord, he ain't had the laws yet, but I'm gonna keep reading, say, and brave.
Right, but that's why I say when the Lord breathed life into him.
That's when he got the laws. When the Lord breathed the life into him, that brought the life, which was the laws.
That was the lineage that the Lord wanted to use.
And it say and
to bring forth His kingdom on earth, man. Yeah.
It say and breathe into his nostrils the breath of life, and man became a living soul.
So that's when he became a living soul, when he got them laws, got that breath of life inside him. Because before that, he ain't had the laws, you know. But when the Lord gave him that breath of the laws, that's when he became a living soul.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon 7:24. For wisdom is more moving than any motion. She passeth and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. For she is the breath of the power of God and a pure influence flowing from the glory of the Almighty. And that's just the point, man, just to back them up. That wisdom, that knowledge, and that understanding, the laws and the commandments, with the breath of life. And without those, like the book of Proverbs 21:16 say, when you leave it, you still in the congregation of the dead.
Right, and going back to what Taz was talking about with the, you know, with that situation with these prophecies, you know, the pestilence, the murder hornets, you know, that's why you need to get in order. Because the Lord is sending all these things for amendment, scourges for amendment, to get you in order, you feel me? So that's why you should, you know, reconsider getting in order now, and that's our message. You know, you should reconsider getting in order, because right, the scripture said through terror, right, through the terror of the Lord we persuade men. So these things that are basically transpiring on the planet Earth, they're terrible to certain individuals, man. People have certain phobias that they, you know, that they keep to themselves. The apocalypse, the end of the world. You know what I'm saying? People actually have this type of, you know, scenario brings on what? Anxiety. So there's a lot of people anxious. That's why the brother was talking about. They killed the dude at where was it at? Family Dollar. You know, for the mass situation. You know, so hey man, you gotta have that covered of the Lord, man. You know, from these pestilences, these plagues, you know, and Esau eating the sword of the Heavenly Father.
You was talking about remaining in order. This is speaking about, you know what I'm saying, pride in general. It says, Sirach 10:12, it says, the beginning of pride is when one departed from the Most High, and his heart is turned away from his Maker. For pride is the beginning of sin, and he that hath it shall pour out abomination. So, yeah, man, you being prideful, you know what I'm saying? You ain't seeking and serving YAHAWASHI. You know, you ain't in order. You know what I'm saying? In order to get back on the Most High's good side, you gotta come humbly before him. You know, not be prideful. You can't be arrogant. You gotta come humbly, come meek before the Most High. Seek his face. Do that which, you know what I'm saying, he told you to do. You know what I'm saying? He said, if you love me, feed my sheep, man. You know?
Right.
It says, a bit more in that verse, it says, and therefore the Lord brought upon them strange calamity and overthrew them utterly. So that's why we went through all the hardship. That's why all these miseries is coming now. That which the brother made mention of, from the earthquakes to the pestilence to the famines to the chick on World Star Hip Hop who was crying about not being able to feed her children, you know, like not knowing what she gonna be able to do. This is misery that a lot of people are facing, you know, and not only that, even unemployment. Right. You know what I'm saying? Is record high. So, hey man, these are those beginning of sorrows that the Lord have promised to come. And that's why it will behoove you Israelites to be humble and not prideful. Because you see what it brings you, strange calamities, man.
Hey, if you look at it, it's everything in that the Most High do, because he's not the author of confusion. Even from him through YAHAWASHI to men to women, you feel me? From the head apostles on down, you got camp leaders, you feel me? You got soldiers, you got officers. It's order in everything, man.
Right, even in Esau's society to an extent. It's order, that's why niggas ain't just doing whatever. Because Jake is out of order. If it wasn't no law set up, that's why Esau came up with that, man. Like Jim Crow and segregation and stuff like that. Because they know niggas is out of control. Niggas ain't got no order, you know?
I got one for you. This is Jeremiah 6:17. It says, also I set watchmen over you, saying, hearken to the sound of the trumpet, but they said, we will not hearken. And that's Jake, man. All right, here it is. The Most High set up men literally from the beginning of time to set Jake in order. All right, but Jake has always had that rebellious heart, man. All right, because the scripture said about the fleshly heart and the stony heart, man. Right now, Jake has that stony heart, man. And 2/3 of our people, no matter what we do, no matter what we say, you know what I mean, brothers have taken account to this. you can break the scripture down to a T, man. Jake ain't gonna get it if they're not destined to, man. So our whole thing is like the apostle said, we focus on the elect, man. You know, the 2/3, they want to remain here. They don't see anything better than America, man. They don't see anything better than, you know, getting a mansion and, you know, making it big and being on Instagram and all other stuff, man.
Romans 11:7, what then Israel have not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded.
Yeah, who's the rest? The ones that received it is the ones that was chosen to receive it from the beginning of the earth, man. The first fruits, man. And it said the rest were blinded. The 2/3, man.
Yeah.
The 2/3, they no matter what we do, bro, they not gonna get it, man.
Yeah.
Sometimes brothers be getting bent up by the shit. Like, damn, why can't he get it? He can't get it. He in 2/3. Leave him alone.
He
You know what I
blinded,
mean?
he blinded by the God of this world.
Yeah, bro.
Right, that's you know what I'm saying? That's who the Lord, right, which the God of this world basically goes back to the spiritual demon Satan, where he got Esau, his physical counterpart, doing all his bidding. You know what I'm saying? So
that's why the Lord said you can't serve two gods, man. Two masters, you know what I mean? Either you gonna love the other one, or you know, if you love the one and then you despise the other one, man. Jake trying to straddle the fence with it. Well, I'm gonna still be an Israelite, give the truth, but I'm gonna just do my little 1 tool a year.
It's really Jake just, you know, they seeking after cardinal things. And the spirit is a gift, man. The Holy Spirit is a gift, man.
Romans 11:8, it says, according as it is written, the Most High hath given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day.
Yep, and all you gotta do is read Isaiah 6 chapter, man. All right, they go into that go into that spirit of slumber that they receive, man. It's angels working on the minds of us, just like it's angels working on the minds of 2/3. You know what I mean? They block, bro. They cause it's like, bro, some of the stuff that brothers be bringing out, I'm like, how can't you see that, man? How can't you see that the mark of the beast is the chip? How can't you see that Esau the devil?
Especially when brothers take news and things that's going on in the world and filter it.
Right, bro. We bring it. We say Jake the attention. We say Jake the time to do all that, man. Jake don't get it. We go, all right, bro. We bring the Greek word, the Hebrew word, link the prophecies with the news, and then Jake still like, I don't know, bro. Well, man, the hell with you then, bro? You all got
It
it,
says,
man.
and David said, let the table be made a snare and
yeah,
a trap.
that's the spirit, because that's why, because King David put a curse on him.
And a snare and a trap and a stumbling block and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened that they may not see, and bow down their back always. You know, so the Most High, King David prayed that the Most High will put that stumbling block before Israel. You know, and it's still like that to this day.
Somebody get 2 Corinthians, the match with Irish shot, put 2 Corinthians 4:3. Just the match with Irish shot just read.
It's 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 3. But if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not.
Right, yeah, because they lost in darkness. You know, because Esau put darkness for light. That's what they lost there. They lost in darkness. They can't find their way. They can't find their way.
Yeah.
But they searching though.
Yeah.
Jake is searching. A lot of Jake's waking up through the spirit, bro. You feel me? But that's what Jake do. They be searching for answers. You know?
The Lord say He's gonna pour out my spirit upon all flesh. Man.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, even the 2/3, they probably not gonna receive the whole breadth of the scriptures, but they gonna get maybe a small portion of it. Like they might receive that they Israelite, but that don't mean they gonna be saved. You know what I mean? Because like I said, during the time of YAHAWASHI, you had Jake that knew the Israelites, knew the law, but that don't mean that. You know what I mean? Who do you think the Lord was going back and forth for? It was niggas that knew the scriptures, that knew the law, knew the Israelites, but they don't mean that. It mean. You said what?
I was just quoting St. John 8.
Oh yeah, kind, bro. Yeah, you're following the devil. They're all right, bro.
Well, they mentioned Abraham a couple verses up.
Kind,
And it was roughly paraphrasing. If you was, you know what I'm saying, follow Abraham like he would, you'll be serving St. God as me like me. Can I get this real fast?
Yeah, shot, man.
Isaiah 58:2. It says, yet they seek me daily and delight to know my ways. And stopping right there, that pretty much sums up exactly what you were talking about. How our people, they, like the scripture said, they got a zeal but not according to knowledge. They want to know but don't necessarily know the proper way to go about doing it. And even when they present it with the proper way, because they're not necessarily called or chosen, they don't get it. You know what I'm saying? It's a stumbling block.
And they seeking after the wrong sign.
And another thing that's a stumbling block is the brothers, like the Lord's prophets.
Right.
Like, cause we look like Jake, you know what I mean? We look regular as hell. The scripture says we got this truth of earth and vessels. Yeah, that too. And if that causes Jake to be like, all right, you know what I mean? Like,
that confuses them, bro.
It confuses
it's a stumbling block. Right, they can't get it. You know what I'm saying?
Because they look at their local pastor, see how he prospering, and they look at us like, y'all niggas out here, you know.
Right.
A stumbling block. A stumbling block is to trip you up. You feel me? So we running a race. You feel me? So if you can't get over a stumbling block,
You gonna lose the race.
right? You ain't gonna make it.
Isaiah 58:2, it says, "Yet they seek me daily and delight to know my ways, as a nation that did righteousness and forsook not the ordinance of their power." It says, "They ask of me the ordinances of justice." I'm going to there, it says ordinance, mashapah, is judgment. You know? It says they ask of me pretty much, it says ordinance, but it's judgment of justice. They take delight in approaching to the Most High. So, you know, they call themselves godly or God first. They get it tattooed on their body, get a whole Bible scripture, but they ain't supposed to be getting tattooed.
The license plate.
The license plate, yeah, exactly. So that's exactly what I'm going into, how our people, they delight in seeking, approaching to the Most High, but they don't go, like the scripture says, St. John 10:1, they go about it another way. You know what I'm saying? They try to
come up some other way.
Come up some other way.
And the scriptures say that they honor me with their lips, but their heart is far from me.
Right. Their heart go after that covetousness. You know?
That's why the Lord even quoted that. He said, well, as Isaiah said, he said, this people honor me with the lips. I'm gonna get it, man. You know what I mean?
Also, y'all was
Oh yeah, y'all stop. You got it. Like,
Book of John, chapter 12, verse 40. He hath blinded their eyes and hardened their heart, that they should not see with their eyes nor understand with their heart, and be converted, and I should heal them.
I love that scripture because that goes perfect, with the Romans that I brought out 11 and 7 through like 10, because it's the Most High that blind them. But like he just said, lest they hear with their ears and see with their eyes and be healed and be converted. The Lord don't necessarily want them to be converted. The Lord got them blind. They said about YAHAWASHI, let his blood be upon us and our children. So they gotta pay. You know what I'm saying? Every idle word that come out their mouth, you know what I'm saying? They gotta give account to every damn judgment. So this is that time period that the judgment is coming.
Straight like that.
Yeah, this is the time period that the judgment is coming, and they don't want no parts of it. But hey, this is what your hands have wrought. This is what the Lord said He put forth before you, life and death. You know, choose life that both thou and thy seed may live, and our people they choose the latter.
yeah.
Jeremiah 8:3, He said, in that day, pretty much death shall be chosen rather than life.
Yeah, right, bro.
And that's what they're doing. They people they choosing death by what their actions is doing. You know what I'm saying? In regards to not doing what the Heavenly Father, demands and commands of.
And what Jake believe, they in that spirit of this is our only life to live. We gotta go hard.
Right.
Jake not seeking for a kingdom. They thinking that we gotta go hard in this life because this is it after this. Like Jake don't have a clue, man.
That's the spirit. This is it. Like Michael Jackson said, this place is going, place is over with, man. It ain't gonna recover.
This is the one, John chapter 12, verse 46. It said, I am come a light into the world, that whosoever believeth on me should not abide in darkness, man. And that's why Jake remains in that dark state of mind, which is that confusion, like Brother Bakar brought out earlier. That confusion, Jake can't see past, this world, man. And like the brother Namiyah said, Jake, they searching, but they don't understand how to go about doing it, or it's constant things that's tripping them up. Like they might come across the scriptures, but then they might come across some Egyptology information that says this. Oh man, well I read in this Egyptology book, I heard it was aliens and all that. It's like what? So it's like Jake can get certain portions of the scriptures, but they still got those, those little bones.
They try to make this book equal, like they try to put it on the same platform as other books. That's why in other philosophies and things like that, they don't put it up on the pedestal. They don't understand Hebrew, right? Holy, Salakia, Biblias, holy book. You feel me? So this is and going to what that means, it's a separate book. You feel me? So, and what makes this book separate is the prophecies that's written about the end times, what's going to happen.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You got sometimes?
Oh, just real quick, Proverbs 31:4. It is not for kings, O Lemuel, it is not for kings to drink wine, nor princes strong drink. Lest they drink and forget the law, and pervert the judgment of any of the afflicted.
Mm-hmm.
Or, and he was just going into You know, because that's what all these other philosophies are, you know, especially, you know, Egyptology. You know, I've been, you know, just seeing some real, you know, just like bugged out and vexing posts as far as, it's just a result of, you know, that individual, you know, just talking all this, you know, shit about the Bible. But then, you know, what he comes with and, you know, it's just a result of you know, just shoddy research and not the Spirit supping with it.
I got a quick precept also. Ecclesiasticus chapter 5 and 9, it says, winnow not with every wind, and go not into every way, for so doeth the sinner that hath a double tongue. And we know that pretty much going into the wind, that's, you know what I'm saying, these different philosophies, different ideologies, different religions, you know, the scriptures are telling us, you know, you're not supposed to really be partaking of both. You know, once you find this truth, that's what makes us, like the scriptures roughly paraphrase, being delivered unto Yahawashi's chaste virgins. The reason you're a virgin is because, you know what I'm saying, you haven't been defiled with that wayward doctrine since you've, you know, been enlightened to this truth. But going back into that, like I said, you become, like I said, for so doeth the sinner that have a double tongue. You become pretty much like a double-minded man. You know what I'm saying? Not knowing where the truth at. Like the scripture say, like you quoted earlier, you can't serve two masters.
Yeah.
You know, you go about, you know what I'm saying, doing wickedness.
It becomes unstable.
Yeah, unstable, exactly.
And all that confusion goes back to Esau. You know what I'm saying? All that confusion go back to Esau. But really go back to the Most High. Because the Lord said Babylon was a golden cup in the Lord's hand. You feel me?
Right.
You know, and now all y'all people, you know, y'all drunk. Y'all, the scripture talk about how y'all ain't drunk off strong wine. Oh, but let me say this. Back on Esau wicked ass. You feel me? The scripture says, woe to thee that get that scripture, Mother Bishop. You guys are talking about the you come, real fast.
1 Timothy 4:1. Now the Spirit speaketh expressly that in the latter time some shall depart from the faith, giving heed to seducing spirits and doctrines of devils, speaking lies and hypocrisy, and having their conscience seared with a hot iron. You know, and a lot of people, you know what I'm saying? You got Israel too. You know what I'm saying? Who, you know what I'm saying? Give heed to those seducing spirits. You know what I'm saying? Having a conscience seared with a hot iron. You know what I'm saying? Going into those different winds. You know, the Heavenly Father coming to, hey man, He coming to bring judgment, man. Hey, the scriptures say that y'all gonna cast away those idols that y'all people serving as a minstrel of cloth, man. You know, y'all gonna despise them in that day. Y'all gonna despise them.
This Isaiah 60:2. For behold, the darkness shall cover the earth, and gross darkness the people. But the Lord shall rise upon thee, and his glory shall be seen upon thee. And that darkness, man, is the philosophies of and ideologies and all these different religions, man. You know what I mean? Like Christianity, what's that? Being a Baptist.
Being in Islam.
Yeah, being in Islam. Yeah.
Right, and all that shit go back to Esau, man. With your goddamn, excuse my French, man. Excuse my Swahili. You know, with your wickedness, man. You know, your three frogs, in the book of Revelation, 15th chapter. The church, the wicked priest that the elder Yasawamba was talking about, the priesthood on the left-hand side. Yeah. So really all that go back to Esau, man.
Yeah,
you know?
That video is heavy. You
know? Yeah, that was a beautiful video, right? And that's why all the people like this right now today, even our people, because they're a product of their environment, man. Right. Esau is the one who molded and shaped them to be the way that they are. Of course, the Lord gave us over to them because we broke the law, but Esau took it too far. Because the Lord said, right, in the time of that our iniquity had an end. So really, all these things that our people doing and going through, it always go back to Esau, Edom, man.
Right.
You know?
Hey, if I may also land back up and say, you said that it go back to Esau. He was mentioning Islam. That goes back to the Roman Catholic Church. You know that Islam is pretty much a subsidiary of Christianity.
Of course
you
it
know
is.
What I'm saying? Which I believe, what is it? That's universal. What is it?
Catholic. That's what I mean.
Catholic universal, man. So that's all those wicked, you know what I'm saying, idols and religions in one.
Hey, and that's just total confusion because Catholic means universal, but holy means set apart.
Exactly.
So that's just confusion right there.
And that's all it is confusion, man.
Right, and then like we said, man, it all go back to Esau, right? Because he, like the scripture said in Sirach the 10th chapter, as the ruler of the people is.
So it's the people.
We're roughly paraphrasing, right?
Right.
So it all go back to Esau, man. He the one who's setting up laws. If you all homosexuality, he the one who framing mischief by law. You know. Go ahead.
All right, this happened.
Oh, you had something?
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Oh, this Revelations chapter 7, no, Slakia, Revelations chapter 8, verse 12. And the fourth angel sounded, and the third part of the sun was smitten, and the third part of the moon, and the third part of the stars, so as the third part of them was darkened, and the day shone not for a third part of it, and the night likewise. So that's talking about Esau, because Esau, that third part of man, the son of the wicked, and the sun, the moon, all that being darkened represents Esau's wisdom being taken away. And it's also talking about, you know, the destruction that's going to come with these missiles, you know, blocking out the sky, things of that nature. So all of these different philosophies Esau come up with is going to eventually be blotted out, darkened out anyway. So it's vain.
It's Matthew chapter 4, verse 6.
Right, because the scripture say what? If it be a man,
It coming not.
Right.
Right.
so this gonna stand. You know, this gonna stand right here. This where we pushing. So the apostle that was a great millstone.
That's why it ain't been shut down yet, like everything else. The Christian
The
church.
word out there already. 'Cause
Shut
it's a seed. It's a seed. You feel me?
Yeah.
You know, this seed done took root.
The
Can I grab that real quick? So just so we're gonna just quote it.
Go ahead.
It's Acts 5:38, and it says, "And now I say unto you, refrain from these men, and let them alone. For if this counsel or this work be of men, it will come to naught."
Yeah, that's Esau's best advice, to leave us alone. But he ain't gonna do that, because he carnal. You feel me? He gonna get sucked in by the art of war, because we playing defenseless. You feel me? But really, we got an arsenal. Right, yeah, sheep. Right, that's right. The brother said sheep, because sheep are defenseless. So Esau playing right into our tactics. Because really, we warriors. Turn niggas up, man, when we came out of slavery. What you think we gonna do this time? You heard me do it the last time. You heard me? We was tearing niggas up, bro, when we came out of slavery the last time. So this the second exodus. What you think we gonna be doing? Passing out Skittles?
But if it be of Yahawah, ye cannot overthrow it, lest happily ye be found even to fight against Yahawah. And that's what he's all about to do.
And that's exactly what he's doing with the space.
He's about to fight the dragon and his army, man.
Right.
His angels, man. Or that's what Esau's gonna end up doing, and Esau's gonna end up, getting put down by YAHAWASHI and the angels, man.
Right, and see, that's what made Esau worse. Because when you go into that word happily, if I'm mistaken, mean unintentionally. See, Esau, he doing this intentionally. See, our people, they doing it out of ignorance. Esau doing it out of the knowledge that he possessed around where we saying is the truth already. So he, you know what I'm saying? He ain't doing this out of unintentionally. He doing this thing intentionally.
And properly.
So that's what make him even worse than our people, man. You know, that's what make him even worse than the Israelites, man. Because the Israelites don't know. See, Esau, he know. See, our people, the Negroes, Latinos, they was some of the Indians, they don't know.
Hey, it says
Esau
happily
know.
by chance, luck, or accident.
Right, you hear me? Accident is something that's unintentional. Unintentional, like when you get in a car accident, it was unintentional. You feel me? They do their investigation, they come to the clues, oh, it was unintentional. Even when you shoot somebody, whatever. You feel me? So yeah, Esau gonna do this thing, willingly, intentionally. So that's what make he the scum of the earth, man. Go ahead. Who was reading that?
Oh, that was it on that.
Well, get that Habakkuk Bible shot, unless you have something to use.
No, not at the moment.
Mm-hmm.
I can grab something off your mind.
All right,
Isaiah 34 and 16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read.
Right.
It says no one.
And the book of the Lord is the Holy Scriptures. Even in the United States, right there, I believe it was during the Reagan administration, one of them damn presidents, 1983, if I'm mistaken, you can look it up on Google. They had a proclamation, 5018, which was deemed what? They made that year, 1983, the year of the Bible. Right, so this the book of the Lord, because these Edomites know that. That's why they want to be these people so much.
That's why they swear in on at the inauguration of each president. They get sworn in.
Demon.
It says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read, no one of these shall fail.
Yeah, the prophecies, they not gonna fail. Because they supposedly open up this economy, right? But they talk about the damage is done. It's 30-something million people unemployed, probably upwards to 40 million. And the dude was talking about in 2009, the crash or whatever happened, whichever year, you know what I'm saying, 2008, 2009, they was talking about how it wasn't even as many people that went on unemployment. It was a lot of people that didn't recover from that. So it don't matter, man, because the prophecy's gonna come to pass. And what one of the prophecies is Matthew 24 chapter. Like I said, see these stones, thou shalt one of these stones, they gonna be cast, they shall not be thrown down. Because Esau shall build, but the Lord gonna throw down. And all these cities is a representation of Esau, man, and you know, the caves.
It says, none shall want her mate, for my mouth hath commanded, and the spirit hath gathered them.
Right, none shall want her mate, because none of them don't have the prophecies that this book has, man. That this book possesses. That's why Esau don't want no other book. That's why he want to control the Bible. Not no other book. He don't want to control the Hebrew Negroes. He don't want to control the, you know what I'm saying, these other fucking books that you people are talking about. He want the Talmud, like the brother said, the Quran, anybody can get those. He want to control the Bible because he know this the book of the Lord. YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, HALALYAM, he know that we the people of the Lord.
That's why that devil came up with Christianity.
Right. Because just like in, what's the movie with Denzel?
Book of Elijah.
Book of Eli.
Yeah.
He said, Esau wanted, he didn't want just any book. Because they was bringing up hella books. Right. The niggas like, no, they the ones. Right. They probably brought him a motherfucking Talmud. He said, nah, nigga, you can't control people like this. Do you see what these niggas talking about doing?
This is Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city. It is all full of lies.
Yeah,
and that's why they want to control that narrative. Right. Esau don't like being looked at as a thief, a robber, as a murderer. You know what I'm saying? One who shed blood, but that's everything that he being found out to be. You know, that's everything that he being found out to be. All right. It says, "Woe to the bloody city! Woe is death and destruction, man." All right. It is all full of lies. Hey, as a matter of fact, we'll also show you he's a liar, he's a thief, murderer. There was 2 Americans who just got charged for trying to plot on Maduro, the Venezuelan president. You know, they just got caught and just recently were charged. You know what I'm saying? So that's a prime example of their true nature.
This
It says, Nahum 3:1. Woe to the bloody city, it is all full of lies and robbery. The prey departeth not. All right, and that's this place Babylon. This is the bloody city where our people have been put to death. The brother made mention in the beginning of the video about the guy Ahmad, which sparked this viral protest of people talking about I run with Ahmad. Ahmad Berry, I believe it is, Arbery or whatever. All right, in regards to the guy who was jogging and was gunned down, they said lynched, so to speak. All right, they got all these celebrities and like LeBron James and people speaking out about that viral video.
Yeah, which that's happened months ago, man. If it wasn't for the video evidence they came forth, they would have never got charged for nothing.
Yeah, man,
you know what I'm saying? And that's why Esau, and that,
I said they asked that on TV to the prosecutor.
Right, and that's why Esau don't want you niggas having phones no more. He just want to give you a chip. Nigga, you don't need a phone. Right. So if I want, right. who you gonna call, nigga? So if I want to do something to you, nigga, you gonna call the police? What you gonna do?
And that's why I said what? The prey. That's why I said the prey departed not.
That's right, bro. The prey departed not. Because Israel is the prey, right? Because the scripture says, my son thou art going up from the prey. Because Esau and the other nations used to be the prey. And we used to be the predator, man. But because we got out of order, the Lord made us the prey unto these nations, man. And the prey departed not, right? Because Jake ain't got nowhere to go. You feel me? Jake got them in a figure 4, man. If you're familiar with that, you know what I'm saying? That position, that's how a leg lock, you know? Something that you can't get out of, bro. You know?
It's a little bit more. It says the noise of a whip.
Oh, the noise of a whip, because you heard that crack. That's why we call you red devil crackers, man. You red Hebrew Edomites, man.
It says the noise of the rattling of the wheels and of the prancing horses and of the jumping chariots. That's this noisome city, Babylon. Because you can't get real rested. People try to get rest. They try to get their 401k, they try to retire, they try to do this, do that, but they never get real rest here in Babylon, man. This ain't our rest. That's what the scripture says.
This ain't nobody's rest. The
No,
only
Esau.
rest is going to be not nobody. Because if we don't have rest, these other nations really don't have rest. They try to portray it, you know, as an image that they have rest, but really they don't. Real talk. They slaves just like we are. Certain, you know, people that's in a, you know, bracket of money, they got a little bit, but even them.
Kind. It says the horseman lifted up both the bright sword and the glittering spear. And there is a multitude of slain. And that's going into the destruction.
That's right.
And a great number of carcasses. And there is none end of their corpses. They stumble upon their corpses. So when the Lord has done this place, this second death, hey, there's gonna be great bloodshed. He said from one end of the earth to the other, one coast to the other. All right, that's gonna be the judgment of the Lord, and He's gonna do it in 1 hour. And not only so, your corpse is gonna be feast for the, you know, the birds, man, the fowls of the air. It says because of the multitude of the whoredoms of the well-favored harlot, which is Babylon. Man.
That's right.
It says the mistress of witchcraft that selleth nations through her whoredoms.
Yeah, the woman in the scarlet colored dress.
Exactly.
You know, who sitteth upon the beast.
That selleth nations through her whoredoms and families through her witchcraft. And that's what this place promotes, all of everything that what the Heavenly Father is against. You know, the scriptures say, you know, that you have chosen that wherein I delighted not. That'll be everything that's mentioned, from being the harlot, being into idolatry, which is witchcraft, getting a whore. Okay, that's everything that this place promotes, man. And don't hold these people who commit such things accountable. All right. Trying to see. That's pretty much the point.
You said you had something up?
No, it was going about what you just said, but
Right.
I
Go ahead.
This is the book of Job, chapter 15, verse 20. It said, "A wicked man travaileth with pain all his days, and the number of years is hidden to the oppressor." So that shows the head of leech, that's why he coming down with great wrath. Because at the end of the day, he know, basically, he don't know when the day of the Lord is, just like we know. But he watching, because he watching us. Esau know when the prophets come on the scene, it's done with his kingdom. So like the brothers say, coming down with these different philosophies, and coming down with the chip crashing the economy, all that, man. 2/3 are going to be caught up in it. So at the end of the day, like you said, the Esau is travailing with pain, man.
yeah, because the scripture say Esau is wiser than Daniel. So Esau knows that his kingdom. Esau knows he's about to lose everything because Esau's he ultimately watching the prophets.
Right.
He's seeing that everything the prophet's saying, he's watching it come to pass. So hey, we telling Esau we telling Esau what he gonna do before he busts a move.
And the book of James say that the devils believe and tremble.
Right. Hey, if I may also say, because the scriptures say what? That Esau give a diligent search.
Right.
And he know that one thing about Jake in particular, hey man, it's hard to get Jake to get together and be organized. You know what I'm saying? That's how you know that this gotta be of a higher, through a higher
Organized without him being not being involved.
Exactly. and without there being any type of tension or, you know, like violence or anything like that. You can't get Jake together without some type of tension or drama going on. You know what I'm saying?
Esau knows ultimately this ain't his doctrine.
Exactly.
So
Exactly.
you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Right, because the words we saying, it come with a certain spirit with it. That's why Esau's scared. But the brother want to make a point.
Yeah, that spirit is the spirit of truth, even
Yeah,
the
you're
world
right.
cannot receive.
That's right, and that's contrary to Esau, because he the spirit of
Darkness.
deception.
With the spirit of light, he got the spirit of darkness.
Right.
And the light will always outshine the darkness.
Right.
I was just gonna say something that, because when I was speaking on how Esau know when his kingdom, or he know he's losing the kingdom, because it made me think about like when they created the ICBMs, the nukes, whatever, and then they created that with the doomsday clock, and then you know like it's like basically how it's boiling down to where we at now, like a minute.
Or like
Right.
That's
60 seconds away from 12.
So like you said, I mean, it just popped in my head. Like they lightweight, and then they seeing all this. You know, they like so they know.
That's why Esau's preparing for wrath. Because the scriptures say he knoweth that he had but a short time. So Esau know that, and Esau, like the brother said, Esau give a diligent search. Esau know the scriptures. Esau know that this kingdom and that kingdom been risen, this kingdom been taken down. So Esau knows that his kingdom is about to get taken down as well.
I got scripture. It's 2 Corinthians 10:4. For the weapons of our warfare are not carnal, but mighty through Yahawah to pulling down strongholds, casting down imaginations and every high thing that exalted itself against the knowledge of Yahawah, bringing into the captivity every thought to the obedience of a Mashiach. And basically,
Esau, like you said, he gave a diligent search. He seen the Romans fall, the Grecians fall, and what came before they fall? The prophets. Okay, and what's coming now? The prophets. History repeats itself. He see it coming.
And also, we not out here trying to, combat Esau, carnality with carnality. We pulling down strongholds with this word, man. Yeah. So actually this word is sending out a vibration that's bringing Esau's kingdom down spiritually. Then it's gonna go down physically, man.
This word is a weapon.
That's right.
That's why he said that in Hebrews.
Yes. Now, if I'm about to say one last statement, one thing about Esau too, he not really that wise because he given diligent search. He seen how the Romans went down, and he
doing
the same thing, scattering his army, doing the exact same tactics. He a fool. Yeah, he a fool. Exactly. You got that.
This is the book of Ephesians chapter 6, verse 10. Finally, my brethren, be strong in the Lord and in his power of his might. Put on the whole armor of the Most High, that ye may be able to stand the wiles of the devil. For we wrestle not.
Right, which the whole armor is the word.
Yeah, you start.
Right, that's what the whole armor is, right? Not adding from it, not adding to it, not taking from it.
It says, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities, against powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places, man, because these people really worship Satan. You know what I mean?
The apostle was doing a video earlier, a live stream. I want to check it back out, Lord willing. Yeah, Lord, Apostle Run Live, we talk about these Edomites, man, how they really worship Satan. Edomite chick said she was 15, she seen Satan. She devoted her life to worshiping Satan, man.
Satanism, that's what it's called.
And this what he said too, because who relatively, take part in that, shit is these rich Edomites though, but yeah, not just Esau. The rich Edomites, because they got their time, they got the money, they got the, the secrecy, the freedom, they've been, it's a tradition that's been passed down from generation to generation.
Centuries and centuries.
It's a secret society,
yeah.
And all these secret societies gonna exist until what? The true people of the Lord is in the seat of authority.
I was gonna speak on what you just said as far as like who really is involved in it. What's that movie that Elder Malcolm brought out? I saw the damn thing, but I can't think of it. And at the end, it showed you the rich family basically made the deal with Satan, and then they played the game hide and seek. What's the name? When they had to go try and find their killer before the night was over with. It's a recent movie.
I don't know.
I'm gonna look it up afterward. Yeah, and I'll bring it up. But what you were saying about as far as the word being a weapon. This is Hebrews 4:12. The word of Yahawah, Yahawashi is quick and powerful and sharper than any two-edged sword, piercing even to the dividing asunder of soul and spirit, and the joints and marrow, and is a discerner of the thoughts and intents of the heart.
You're right, because the word is pure. This word we telling, start with the process of the great millstone. This word is pure. It's not perverse about it. It shades sharper than any two-edged sword, man.
I got a quick one.
Hey, the script, hold on, so brother, I was about to say one thing. It said, when you read Ecclesiastes 9:18, it said wisdom is better than weapons of war.
That's right. It do say that.
That's the spirit. I got it. This is Ecclesiastes chapter 9, verse 18. It says, wisdom is better than weapons of war, but one sinner destroys much good. Yeah, and that's just to back the brother Mahal up, man. The reason why words are a lot more powerful than carnal weapons, because if you can get somebody's mind, which brother Yahawashi was going to the Willie Lynch letter. If you can get somebody's mind like that, that's way more important, man. That's way more powerful than a carnal weapon. That's why Esau got the minds of the masses, man. He don't need weapons, so to speak, to control people, man. He got their mind.
And why you think? Because Esau, like the brother said, Esau gave a diligent search. Esau know that his blessing is the sword, and he know that our blessing is spiritual. So if he can get us to turn our minds away from the Lord, he knew he had us.
That's how you win fights, though. You feel me? Like if you is good at something, and your opponent is weak at something, you take him to where you strong and where he weak at.
Yeah, that going to the art of war. Avoid with a strong, attack with a weak.
What I was just gonna say, though, like you said, as far as Esau, having these people mind, like I was watching a video Elder Malcolm did, and he was just like really just meditating and looking at the scenery. He was at a park. He was like, you got people that define the orders of the mask, and then you got people that's wearing the mask. He was like, but then when you look at these people that's wearing the mask, there's only like 2 people. They're like 8 feet away from each other, and there's nobody else around, but you're still wearing the mask. Like on my drive to go to the grocery store, I'm looking at people behind me. They in the car by themselves. They got the mask. If you don't need so at the end of the day, you already got your own portrait mask. So they gonna automatically take that chip.
Right.
They gonna automatically get vaccinated, tested, all that.
Through his witchcraft and sorcery, that's how he got their mind. You know what I'm saying? Right, cause Jake Hart ain't protected. Their mind not protected by this word, man. This armor. The brother was talking about they go into a helmet, a shield, remember Jesus Christ. The helmet. So it go with a helmet. You gotta protect your head out there. You hear me? Cause Esau, he put hits on us, man. You gotta protect your head. Right, he used spiritual, you know what I'm saying, influence, man. They had a movie on Shalaki, this one Shudder, this app, but they was talking about how they wanted to kill these motherfucking rich motherfuckers who was using the internet to put demons up. People were like, damn. It's supposed to be like a horror / comedy, but like I did that video about comic relief, bro. You feel me? It's truth in, you know what I'm saying, in comedy, bro. You feel me? That's why it's so funny. Even with stand-up comedy.
I was gonna just because I remember the name. Ready or Not?
Ready or Not, I didn't see that.
Check that out, because like you said, through the spirit, it just show you everything you said about it's the rich, like it's a wealthy
yeah.
And they basically was Satanists though.
Yeah, come on.
So
Yeah,
check it out when you can.
on Netflix.
You probably can find it on Netflix. I got it from Real.
Ephesians 6 and 12, for we wrestle not against flesh and blood, or
Jump
against
over here.
principalities. It says against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world, against spiritual wickedness in high places.
Yeah. And that spiritual wickedness, man, that come on all levels, man. That spiritual wickedness is in our food, on TV, you know what I mean? In
Wi-Fi,
the air, radiation,
you
know what I mean? Yeah, it's everywhere, bro. It's, the 5G, like Esau's madness, his sorcery is literally everywhere. But in particular, that damn TV, man, because that TV, it throws out so much wickedness, bro. You know what I mean? Real talk.
He control the narrative.
Yeah, it control the narrative, bro.
It's a television program.
Your phone.
Yep, your
phone, social media.
Yep. As a matter of fact, since we talking about sorcery, can somebody get Revelation 18 and 23? Because we talking about sorcery.
I'm already right there.
Yeah, go ahead real quick, bro.
This Revelations chapter 18, verse 23. It says, "And the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee. For thy merchants were the great men of the earth, for by the sorceries were all the nations deceived."
It says, by thy sorceries were all nations deceived, man.
Right.
When you go into that word sorcery, which I did recently, it's pharmakeia. It's G5331 pharmakeia. That word sorcery that Babylon uses is, it says, the use of administering drugs, poisoning, sorcery, magical arts, often found in connection with idolatry and fostered by it. Metaphorically, the deceptions and seductions of idolatry. So Esau,
That's like you said, it's in everything.
It's in everything, yeah.
Everything.
Bro, everything, bro.
Man, that's deep.
One of the main things it said, it said pharmakeia, which we already know, pharmacy works to the word pharmakeia. Yeah, drugs. Esau administers hella drugs, bro.
And he administers drugs through the food. That's why they get approved by the Food and Drug Administration.
Bro, that's a very important thing that Esau do. He gotta dumb people down, man. Why you think people on a low ass level like this, man? The only reason why we ain't like that because of the Holy Spirit. You know what I mean? But you better know.
It's Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 5. It says, "Yet also because he transgresseth by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home." Yeah, Esau's a proud man, neither keepeth at home, man. Here it is, this devil got 800 military bases on the planet Earth. Esau already has the whole earth. The Lord giving this man the earth. Now he want to see what's going on Mars and Jupiter, man.
We always say that Esau has always been like that, man. When you go into the fucking Macedonian or the Macedonians, all right, they were doing the same thing. They never kept at home. Esau has always been the same way.
Cause he ain't had no home. He a vagabond in the future.
Damn right, bro.
So really, he don't have no home, bro. That's why he like to occupy people's land. But he don't have no home, bro.
The scripture said that.
I feel for you, Esau. Hey, man, I feel good. I got home, man.
The scripture say that.
It
It say in Genesis, say a vagabond and a fugitive.
Yeah,
right, man.
Right.
That's why Esau goes.
And a vagabond is a traveler. That's what Esau do. That's why he always traveling, bro. That's why he can't sit still, man. You feel me? This nigga gotta get it in.
That's why I'm saying that, like, oh no, the scripture about to say, I'm gonna let the scripture talk about it. It said, who enlarge of his desire is hell, and that's death. It cannot be settled, and that's death, man. Who created AIDS, man? You know, who created cancer? Who created the COVID-19, man? Esau. Who created heroin? Esau.
Who brought disease to America?
Esau.
Because, well, what no disease here?
Come.
Yeah, he brought now one thing we can say, we know about, you brought smallpox. When you gave it to the indigenous people of this land, the natives, the symbol, the Indians, man, the Aztec, the Mayans, the Northern Kingdom, man.
I thought also,
you know, the Incas.
Yellow fever too.
Yellow fever, like the brother said, right? Which you control the center of disease, CDC, Center of Disease Control. You control diseases, man. Okay, at the end of the day, man. And they show you that, man. That's why it's always secure, man. You know, it's secure for everything out here. Real talk. You know what I'm saying?
All right. It says, and cannot be satisfied, but gather him unto himself all nations, and heap him to him all people. And the scripture says he cannot be satisfied. Because I just made mention that, you know, here it is. This devil has the whole, you know, the earth in his hand right now, man. But this devil want to go out in the spirit. He want to go out in space now and see what's going on up there. And then he heaping all people to it. Look at America. You know, he heaping to himself all nations, man. You got every nation on the planet Earth staying right here. And hey, that's just like Babylon, you know.
Esau, you ain't going to the other planets. Scripture tell you that you're a prisoner of the earth, man.
That's right, brother.
The Van Annabelle ain't there for no reason, man. It's for weaklings like Edomites and the sons of men. We gonna fly right through it, man. You know, in our perfect bodies like Superman, Lord with him.
Hey, but when you think about it, you know, when you think of Ham, Ammon, Moab, Ishmael, when you think of all those other nations, and then you read that scripture, you play process of elimination. It's only one person. It's only one person at this point, too, man, and that's Esau, man. You know, he's a proud man and need to keep him at home. He cannot be satisfied, man. This devil has everything, man. He has all the money. He has all the women.
Yeah, that's why he ain't satisfied, because America is like one of the top oil producing nations and shit. But here it is. He wanted to put Guido in over there in Caracas, Venezuela, so they can get control of the #1 oil producing country in South America, man. So that's just a prime example, because Esau, he covered his man. He want what he see other people got right, and I feel for him, man. Look, man, I feel for you, Edomites, man. Y'all don't got that. You feel me? It's like a peasant kid. No, real talk. Well, we gotta think about this. It's like a peasant kid in a movie, man, and he see the other kids with everything that he don't got. You feel me? He busted up, no shoes on, raggedy clothes. He hungry.
Yeah, it's like
he sold his birthright, man.
Kind of
put himself in that position. He put himself in that position.
Yeah, bro.
You got something, bro? I got something.
Brother want to make a point real quick.
I just mean, because you made me think of someone speaking on that. Not to digress, but what you were saying as far as what they doing with Duro and Venezuela. Like the elder in Dallas, he did another algorithm, and it's very informative. I suggest brothers go watch it. Yeah. He broke it down. Like, I never understood the whole repercussions of sanctions. Like, did you know that Venezuela has a major gas company here? But the sanctions keep them from getting paid.
Yeah.
So basically, so they got probably so much money here, but it ain't coming to them. That's some evil ass shit.
Yeah, he do that to a lot of companies, man. Whichever these foreign countries that have, corporations in the United States, He do that. He can seize your assets. That's all he do. He sees it right because he do what? He started investigation. He make up a fucking crime and say some laws.
That's the spirit. I said his policies. When you go into Daniel 8:25 and talk about his policies, man. Because any Esau policy that you make with this devil is for him to prosper at the end and you fail, man.
Damn right.
Yeah, man, that's why you Edomites, y'all gotta go.
Exactly.
Because y'all ruling the earth, y'all got everybody doing paperwork and shit. Like, he said that multiple times, though, bro. The Elder Yahawah, but he said that more than once. I heard him say it the other time, man. This man got everybody doing paperwork. He said he gonna be no paperwork in the kingdom, man. Doing paperwork, standing in line and shit to get an ID. Nigga, look.
Yeah, kind of. Romans chapter 9, verse 7. Neither because they are the seed of Abraham are they all children, but in Isaac shall thy seed be called.
That's right.
That
the Lord made a distinction because what? Abraham had more than one seed, man. He had more than one son. Well, he had 8 sons, maybe. I think he had 6 with Keturah, and 1 with Hagar and 1 with Sarah. Right. So right.
It says verse 8.
Right, because Ishmael, he was what? He was the son of a bondwoman.
Right.
That confused you. Look, man, the Lord had a free woman and that's what scriptures say in Ephesians. That's what you at?
No, I'm in Romans.
Oh, come on.
I'm in Romans. Romans 9 and 8. That is, they which are the children of the flesh, these are not the children of the Most High.
Yeah, the children of the flesh.
Right, but the children of the promise are counted for the seed. And that promise go back, you know what I'm saying, to, again, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, you know. That's why I said, Isaac shall thy seed be called, you know. It says, however, verse 9.
Yeah, because the Lord put, Isaac, he was from a bondwoman, and Esau what? He did what? He despised his birthright. So the Lord put by Esau.
Okay, I want to get to the point. Verse 11. It says, for the children being not yet born, neither having done any good or evil, that the purpose of the Most High, according to election, might stand. So this was all the purpose of the Most High at the end of the day. Not of works, but of him that calleth. It says, it was said unto her, the elder shall serve the younger. As it is written, Jacob have I loved, but Esau have I hated. You know, so, yeah, man. Hey, Esau, you hate it, man, regardless, man. You despised, like it says in Obadiah 1 and 2, you've been despised now, but you ultimately despised by the Heavenly Father, man. The Heavenly Father hates your ass, man. He's coming to, you know, do away with your wicked ass kingdom.
Right, because, yeah, that's why the scriptures say in the book of Psalms. You got something before?
This Hebrews 12 and 16, lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau,
So he's a fornicator. What's a fornicator?
Adultery.
That's a sin worthy of death, man. And he's trying to do what to us? The wife of the Heavenly Father. What would you do if this was your woman? You know what I'm saying? You got another man trying to get in bed with them. Trying to get them to pretty much own them, look up to them, you know what I'm saying? For lack of better terms, you know, take the chip. You know, that mark as a sign of ownership. You know what I'm saying? He's trying to get in bed with us. He's trying to get us to commit adultery with us.
Yeah, he's trying to get us he's trying to put his spirit on us.
Exactly.
That's what you do.
Exactly.
And that's what the Lord gonna do. He gonna put his spirit on us by putting the laws in us. So we're gonna go off, but Esau trying to put his spirit, because that's his spirit. That's the spirit that he got, the technology, the miracles. So that's his spirit that he's trying to put in all the people, because he want to be like what? Like God. You feel me?
I'm sure you may mention that word fornication. I just want to get it. It's fornication, Zondervan says unlawful sexual intercourse of an unweed person.
And that's why, Salaki for cutting you off, brother, but the scriptures do go into pretty much, if a man try to take, you know, saying a woman alive with her, Deuteronomy like 22nd chapter, if I'm mistaken, she's supposed to scream out, but if she's not crying out for help, and she's pretty much going with it, hey man, they both got to, you know what I'm saying, get put
That's
in
right. That's right.
That's the judgment. And are we not, the scriptures say, Jeremiah the 3rd chapter, the 14th, 15th verse, that I will take you one of the city, you know what I'm saying, to a family. He said, I'm married unto you. That's the point though.
Yeah.
So the fact that we're married unto the Lord,
and you got another man trying to get in bed with you, we the woman of the Lord, and you being okay with it, that's a problem to the Heavenly Father.
And the Lord said jealousy is the rage of a man.
Exactly.
He will not and quit in the day of anger, if you paraphrasing, bro. So right, yeah, the Lord said he a jealous power, bro.
Right.
Because the Lord jealous over his woman, man. I know.
Like any man would be. That shit was fine.
I just want to finish this word out. It says, going back into that word fornication, it says it was commonly associated with heathen worship. You know what I mean? And it said, and was used as a figure of disloyalty to God.
Exactly. So it was a common worship of
spiritual
heathens. And that's why the Lord tells us not to be joined to these damn heathens. They spirit of real off.
Yeah, because you got two types of fornication. The one I just read, which is spiritual, you know what I mean? You like pretty much being disloyal to the Heavenly Father. And then you got fornication, like the physical fornication, which is like a sexual.
It's a
Oh, go ahead.
I'm
still reading.
I bring it back. It's Hebrews 12:16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, who for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Right.
He despised it.
For a piece of meat, that's a morsel is a small
dummy.
That's why the Lord hate him, because he did what? He chose something carnal over something spiritual.
Exactly.
That's why the Lord hate these Edomites, bro, because that's what it was. That was a stupid deal, bro. You an idiot. Why would you do that?
And when it came to when Esau when he was Cain, you know, with the sacrifice. You know, so Esau ain't never.
This man is an idiot.
And on top of that, he's also a liar. Because not only did it say right there, or is mentioned in the scripture that he despised his birthright, but in the book of Genesis, the 27th chapter, he said that he pretty much was supplanted and that he was, pretty much lied to, or misled, so to speak, deceived.
He lying, right?
He lying. He straight up lying.
In
reality, he despised it. Exactly. In reality, he despised it.
Lying, bro.
But he said that was deceiving these twice. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead.
It say, for ye know how that afterwards, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. For he found no place of repentance, though he sought it carefully with tears.
And that's why he's trying to get everybody else to go off, because he got no way in.
He trying to get his birthright
And
back.
misery what? Loves company.
And that's why Esau, the devil going to the false accuser. Because Esau want to get us, because what did the Lord say? And that's why Esau tries to always make mention of this. Esau, he always trying to, go out and, destroy the moon and, search out the waters beneath. Because that's the only way that the Lord said he will forsake Israel for all they have done. But the Lord gave Esau an impossible test, man.
Hey, Esau, this what he did. He trusted in flesh over the spirit of the Lord, right? So that's why the Lord gave him over to his own lust, right?
Yeah. And gave him a blessing, a cardinal blessing.
Right, gave him over to his own desires. And that's why Esau trusted himself so much, because he a carnal man, you feel me?
Proud man.
He proud, right? That's what he trusted in himself, bro. Exactly. He believed that flesh is more powerful than the spirit. This what this man actually believed this shit, bro.
That's deep.
I got something real fast. I'm going to get straight to the point on both of them. It's Genesis 25 and 34, the last verse. It says, Then Jacob gave Esau bread and pottage of lentils, and he did eat and drink and rose up and went his way. Thus Esau despised his birthright.
Yeah, he hated it.
He despised it.
Right, he hated it, bro. And that's a spoiled nigga. That's like a spoiled grape, bro. Ungrateful. Your dad bring you it's 2020, he give you a 2018 Benz, and you unhappy with it. You feel me?
Right. It says here, jumping to Genesis 27 and getting straight to the point, 36, it says, and he said, I'm going to start at 35, and he said, thy brother came with subtlety and hath taken away thy blessing. And he said, is not he rightly named Jacob, which is Yaquab in the Hebrew? For he hath supplanted me these 2 times.
Yeah, he was lying to his father, because his father didn't know about the agreement that they had made.
Exactly.
So he basically was lying to his father.
I think his mama
Yeah, his mother knew.
witnessed it.
That's why the spirit got on her to tell Jacob to put the hair and all that on him. It was all through the spirit, because she knew about it, and she knew Esau. That's why she hated that nigga.
Exactly.
She knew he was a treacherous little nigga, man. This son came out of her womb. The women know their children, bro.
Right.
She knew he was a despicable guy, man. You hear me?
Yeah,
His mother knew.
exactly, because she loved Jacob, but the father loved Esau because of his business.
And really, because he the firstborn.
And that too.
You know what I'm saying? Right. He all rough and shit,
Yep.
you know? He a man of the field.
Right.
Man, fathers is into manly
Right.
stuff like that.
Right.
You hear what I'm saying?
Right. It says here, however, he took away my birthright, and behold, now he hath taken away my blessing.
Mm-hmm.
And he said, hast thou not reserved a blessing for me? You know, and he goes into that. But the point was that, you know, Esau despised it, and here he's lying to his father, who is, by the way, YAHAWASHI through reincarnation. All right? And he's lying to him, man.
Right, he tried a lot to get it back. But that's what Esau doing now. That's why he accused us to the father day and night. Because he making these false accusations, which are false accusations what? A lie.
Exactly.
He making false accusations,
Bearing
false
false witness.
allegations. Right. It was just a lie. That's what he's doing with these spirits and these sorcerers and, you know, getting us to go off and then, you know, pointing it out. You know,
Shit, that's how he made Eve go off. He lied to her.
that's right. That's right. That's right.
It says here, verse 37, next verse. And Isaac answered and said unto Esau, behold, I have made him thy lord, and all his brethren have I given to him for servants, and with corn and wine have I sustained him. And what shall I do now unto thee, my son? And we gonna, Lord willing, be in that stead soon come, man. Whereas we gonna be the Lord over all these other nations, including Esau, man, because that's what was destined to come.
Yeah,
That's what was prophesied. I mean, you got it.
No, I was just gonna add to you. That's a part of our inheritance.
Right.
To be
Right, because through what? Because we heirs to the one these people call Christ. Mashiach Yahawashi. And that's what he said. He said in Psalms the 2nd chapter. Right, if it said
Asking me.
yeah, right. Asking me and I will give you the heathen, man, for an inheritance. Right, so the heathens are an inheritance to us, servants, slaves, right, because we princes. Right, we Yasharallah, Israel.
Right.
Prince of the power. So we supposed to have slaves, man. You know, servants and handmaids. You know, just like Hakeem from
Come to America.
God. And his crown was ugly, bro. Did you see the crown? It was so fake looking.
I see it. I got a quick one for that one you talking about in Genesis 27 about Esau. Psalms chapter 50 verse 20. It says, Thou sittest and speakest against thy brother, thou slanderest thine own mother's son. And I go back to that story RAWCHAA was speaking about, man. Esau, he has always been against the nation of Israel, man. You know what I mean? That started with, Jacob, man, his brother. You know what I mean? Then out of Jacob came who? The 12 patriarchs, man. And then out of the 12 patriarchs came who? The nation of Israel. And ever since, it tell you, it said in Genesis 3rd chapter, it said the woman and the serpent going to have envy towards each other, man.
That's right, yup.
The woman symbolized Israel, the serpent, the seed of the serpent symbolized Esau, man. All right, we was never gonna get along no matter what, man. And it showed to this day, man, because if you got any Negro, Latino, Native American, like, why white people don't like us, they ain't gonna know. Because it really ain't Jake that's throwing that hate, man. It's really Esau, man.
When it came to the Lord, when he asked him, and mama, brother.
Right. He talking shit to the Most High, bro. Right. Can you believe that, man? The Most High, bro. Am I my brother's keeper? I know the Most High, like, man, what? Bro, like, hold on, boy. Bro, about to smoke this.
Hey, he say like, well, Amalek from generation to generation till the day is done away.
It's Sirach 33 and 14. It said, good is set against evil, and life against death, right? So that's what it is. Good is set against evil, right? And who's good? What's good? Something that's acceptable. Something that's adequate to the Most High, man. That's what's good. And that's us pushing His word and following the law, such commandments, getting back in order like we was talking about earlier, man. So, and set against evil, who's evil? Esau, Edom, man.
Yeah, he is the epitome of evil, man. You know what I mean? Like, if evil had a face, that's him.
Right.
You got it out there.
Can I get some more? You should have some more.
A little more. It said, and life against death, right? Because that's what we do. We pro-life. And he's pro-death. He's anti-life. We're pro-life, he's anti-life. That's why the Elias Wamba, he was talking about when you get that mark, that certification mark, which is code for the RFID microchip implant, which is the mark of the beast in Revelations 13th chapter. He said when you get that, he gonna control your reproductive system and shit like that. Like women, you know what I'm saying? Like stop them from ovulating or whatever, because you know, if you know about pregnancy. So it said life against death, right? Because we promote life, right? Having children, we gonna have children in the kingdom. Esau promotes death. Giving men vasectomies, tying women's tubes. That promotes death, right?
Just like the Pharaoh.
Sterilization, like the brother said, right?
Just like Pharaoh in Egypt when he gave that decree.
Just like Pharaoh in Egypt, and that promotes death, right? Because if you can't procreate, then you die off.
So that homosexuality is death. When you promote that, you promote death.
Exactly.
If you put all those on one island, they're gonna die off.
Prison, bro. That's jail.
That's right, bro.
That's prison. We hidden in prison house.
Yeah.
Can I get some also?
You got our shot.
Go ahead. Yeah, I'll finish. Go ahead.
Real fast. This is I got two things for you for what you have brought out. Proverbs. Well, one of them was done that, but one I got. Proverbs 29 and 26. Many seek the ruler's favor, but every man's judgment cometh from YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI. And who the ruler right now? Those in the power seat, those who got the wealth and the money, who people look and seek to. But it says judgment comes from the Lord ultimately. You know, it says, however, I guess that's a medical scripture depending on who the ruler is. You know,
Yeah, because really people don't understand who the ruler is. That's what it is. They got a misconception on who actually is ruling. Because the Lord said what in Daniel 4:17 that the Lord Yahweh ruleth in the kingdom of men. You feel me? And you give it to her and set it up the basis of men. So that's what people don't understand. They don't understand that the Lord really is ruling. He's still in rulership, man.
This is what you brought out. Verse 27, the next verse. An unjust man is an abomination to the just. And he that is upright in the way is
right, because Esau unjust because he don't go by the law. That's what makes him unjust.
Right.
You feel me? That's what justice is. To judge according to the law, to the law, statutes, commandments. But Esau, he's unjust,
right? Because
he don't do that.
And what the brother made mention that he said in the womb that there will never be any peace between us two, since the womb and ever beyond. You know what I'm saying? There will never be peace between Jacob and Esau. It says again, Proverbs 29:27, an unjust man is an abomination to the just.
Right, which we're just. Starting at the apostle of the great millstone, what make us just? YAHAWASHI, YAHAWASHI through the word.
And he that is upright in the way.
Yeah, right. The Lord said that he was going to set us in. Oh, man. I'm not thinking about this scripture. We were talking about order. The Lord said he's going to set us in order. So like it, but read it again.
It says, and he that is.
Yeah, come.
And he that is upright in the way is abomination to the wicked.
Right, and what's upright, man? You know, standing straight up for this word, this wisdom, understanding, knowledge, man.
And great boldness.
You know, right, you know, and
the men that serve the Lord.
Right, the truth and sincerity.
Yeah, we're an abomination to the wicked, and we're abomination to them. Pretty much, like what we do, they scoff at. What they do, we scoff at. It's just straight up tension.
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Hella tension.
Hella tension.
That's why you walk in.
Growling and all.
Bro, you walk into the room and you like, bro.
You got teeth.
You know, man. You just like, nah, it ain't gonna work, bro. That's how we know. The scripture say, they shall not enter into the. It was Deuteronomy 23. They shall not enter into the fourth and
to the 10th generation.
Yeah, give me that real quick, Deuteronomy 23, BAHASHAM. Cause like Esau, that's how we know. Cause some people be getting like they get that idea like y'all, you know, GMS brothers, they got Edomites in the camp. The spirit won't be. The spirit couldn't flow, bro. You know, you see how brothers be flowing. You know, the priesthood coming, brothers like the spirit be there. He will fuck up the flow. You know what I mean? If it was real talk, bro. Everybody.
But the scriptures also say the Lord gonna gather his remnant, man. Esau not a part of that remnant. Esau can't. He can't even creep in unaware. You can't even use that for Esau. You use that for Jake.
I'm talking about just for the heathens in general, though.
Right.
Like, give me that precept. This is why.
Deuteronomy 23:1. He that is wounded in the stones or hath his private member cut off shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord. A bastard shall not enter into the congregation of the Lord.
Right. You know what I mean? If fatherless, Esau, the Most High cast you off, man, from the giddy up, man, from the jump, bro.
Right.
You gotta go ahead, bro.
It says-
Attorneys, man, who getting their testicles, man.
Right. That's
The
right.
Lord said they giving the testimony, so they gonna need to be in the congregation anyway.
Hey, you went into that word bastard, it means being fatherless.
Child.
So if Esau, these other heathens, they don't have a father.
Mm-hmm.
So at the end of the day, they can't come into the congregation. They can't even fake it to make it in the congregation.
And then it's gonna go more.
Their father is the spiritual demon Satan.
Yeah,
And
It
now we
says-
about to be over their father like a big shot in the neighborhood.
Yeah.
No, Satan just adopted him. Satan ultimately, he followed the Lord.
Right.
Go ahead.
It says, even to his 10th generation shall he not enter into the congregation of the Lord.
Yeah, man. So there you go, man. Ain't no heathens getting in the truth, man.
Sin
You know
for
what I mean?
completion.
Yeah, exactly, of course. You know what I mean? Because, like I said, people be trying to make this thing a universal thing. No, man. Here it is. Our nation suffered all this shit for all these years, man. And then when the kingdom of heaven, the Lord about to get ready to wrap this motherfucker up.
Right.
Oh, we all want to get saved.
Right.
Jake trying their hardest to get Esau in there
Yeah,
somewhere.
bro, it ain't gonna work, man.
He used to be the doorman.
The Most High already set it up, man. That the Edomites and the rest of the nations, they gonna be our servants, man.
Right.
Straight up and down. And then after the 1,000 years, we gonna put Esau 6 feet in the fucking dirt, man.
Right.
Yeah.
So if
Oh,
you
not
got
even that.
Right, yeah, not even that.
Burn
Right,
him
he's
up,
gonna be
burn
burned
him
up.
up.
But now you know another parable, you know what I mean? He's gonna be gone, man.
right, so if I can say this real quick, even so if we got individuals in our camp and in our camps that look like other nations, that's because they Israelites, man.
Gotta be.
They go back to they seed line go back to Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob because this ain't about color, black and white, which the Christians that's what they like to make it about color. This about lineage.
Which color
It's
is
about
it?
pedigree.
Good energy.
It's about heritage.
Yeah.
You know, right?
Real fast, this is a quick couple scriptures going into like adultery. Sirach 23:22. It says, "Thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband, and bringeth in an heir by another." It says, "For first she hath disobeyed the law of the Most High, and secondly she hath trespassed against her own husband, and thirdly she hath played the whore in adultery, and brought children by another man." It says, "She shall be brought out into the congregation, and inquisition shall be made of her
They're
children."
questioning. They gonna
Exactly.
question her.
And that's what I'm going to about a bastard.
Mhm.
It says, "Her children," verse 25, "shall not take root, and her branches shall bring forth no fruit." And in this position right now, we can equate Esau to being an illegitimate child. That, hey, the scriptures say, though if he be multiplied, it's for the sword. Hey, he's not gonna take root. His
Hey.
latter end is to be destroyed.
And that's the scripture like the Elder Malcolm always says about your father.
Right.
That's how you know what I'm saying? Go by your father. You are what your father is. And that's a perfect example right there. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I'm saying?
Yep.
So she had children, she was an adulteress.
Kind of. So I mean, that's pretty much the point of that one. I mean, a little bit more, but I can.
Yeah, no,
I
bring
got a
that
couple
back. Bring that back from the top.
Bring that back?
Yeah, from the top.
Sirach 23:22. "Thus shall it go also with the wife that leaveth her husband, and bringeth in an heir by another." It says, "For first she hath disobeyed the law of the Most High, and secondly she hath trespassed against her own husband, and thirdly she hath played the whore in adultery, and brought children by another man." It says, "She shall be brought out into the congregation, and inquisition shall be made of her children." It says, "Her children shall not take root, and her branches shall bring forth no fruit." It says, "She shall leave her memory to be cursed, and her reproach shall not be blotted out." You know, like I say, I was bringing it out as an analogy because this is going to the role of adultery, but the role of adultery is pretty much fornication. You know, as we were speaking about earlier, and what does it lead to? It leads to having well, pretty much is wickedness. But on top of that, we was talking about Esau being a bastard, pretty much. So the fact that his children not gonna be able to take root because he's a bastard.
Right,
You know
because
what I'm saying?
that leads to him getting a part of our inheritance.
Right.
Which
How the hell he gonna have the cake and eat it? He can't be on top on this side and in the kingdom. Come on, you know. Hey, this is also for you, Rock. This is what you had brought out earlier.
Okay.
If y'all don't mind, did you hold something?
No,
Huh?
You can go ahead and comment.
Alright. Psalms 2:8. It says, "Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance,
And the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
Yeah, because the Lord gave that to Abraham when he talked about wherever your foot can step on.
Sojourn.
Right,
Yeah.
wherever you can put your foot at, it's for us, man.
Joshua 1 and 3. If anybody want to grab it.
Right, so the Lord said, he said, ask of him the heathen, man.
It says, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession, which a brother could grab that real fast. Baba Bashar, or precept.
Got the one in Joshua.
Is it 1 and 3?
Yep. This is Joshua chapter 1, verse 3. It says, every place that the sole of your foot shall tread upon, that have I given unto you, as I said unto Moses.
So that's the whole, that's all the earth, man. Wherever we can walk on. Guess what? We don't walk on water. I don't know. We don't walk on water.
Exactly.
Through the Spirit, so that's ours too.
That's ours too.
Just like our Lord did. He
right.
walked on water. We gonna walk on water too, man.
The Most High said he made the world for our sakes.
Right.
What's in the world? Everything. People, plants, animals, everything.
Ezra,
right.
Ezra said that in 2 Ezra 3.
That's what he.
verses. Yeah.
Oh,
that's
come.
what he-
You know that? You might grab it also as a precept, Isaiah 54 and 3, for when I finish it. Yeah, 54 and 3, if you don't mind, I'll bring this verse back. Psalms 2 and 8, because it's a little bit more meat on this. Ask of me, and I shall give thee the heathen for thine inheritance, and the uttermost parts of the earth for thy possession.
And that was Yahawah giving it to Yahawashai. And we join heirs with Yahawashai. That's why when you go to Revelation, it say the same thing. Except it's Yahawashai talking to us, if we are those men.
Quick brief, and then I got a little bit more.
Isaiah 54 and 3.
Con.
This book of Isaiah chapter 54 and 3. It says, for thou shalt break forth on the right hand and on the left. It says, and thy seed shall inherit the Gentiles and make the destined cities to be inhabited.
He said, thy seed shall inherit the Gentiles.
Straight to the point.
Straight to the point. We're going to inherit their ass, man.
That's right.
So Jeremiah 30 and 16.
That was the spirit. I was just about to get
That's the spirit. We're the same. We're thinking alike, man. And when you're done, I got a little bit more on this if you don't mind.
Right, and when you inherit something, it's gonna be your possession. When you inherit something,
Right,
you know what I'm saying? It's something that's being passed down to you.
Actually, yours.
Right, and cause that's the thing about it, right? This how we inherited it, right? When you think about it, it's obvious, right? Cause who do the people on the earth belong to? They belong to the Lord anyway.
Exactly.
You feel me? Because people got in their mind a perception that they belong to themselves or whatever the hell these people think, man. You really belong to the Lord. So the Lord gonna give you people to us.
Exactly.
Y'all belong to him. So y'all he gonna give y'all to us, man.
Exactly.
Be his son. Right, we gonna be co-regents. We can
how
YAHAWASHI and YAHAWASHI. Yeah,
That's right.
yeah.
God, I got you.
What you holding up?
Jeremiah 30 and 16, or
Oh, yeah.
look at Jeremiah 30 verse 16. It says, therefore all they that devour thee shall be devoured,
Come on.
and all thine adversaries, every one of them shall go into captivity. Every one of them, man. I gotta repeat that again, man.
Right.
Every one of them shall go into captivity,
Right.
and they that spoil thee shall be a spoiled, and they that prey upon thee will I give for a prey, man. Now you gotta ask yourself, man, who is that talking about? Who the hell did this to our nation, man? The Edomites, man.
Exactly.
These niggas have done everything under the
Second
sun, bro.
Maccabees 2 and 10.
I was just about to quote it. That's
Like-
the spirit in my mind.
How could you not? I mean, how could you not think about Esau when you read these scriptures?
You said
man?
what nation have not had part of their
Yeah, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
It's a little bit more.
I wanted it to sink in. This is God, bro. Building suspense, bro. Jeremiah 30 and 17. It says, For I will restore health unto thee, and I will heal thee of thy wounds.
Right, who is the subject matter? Who is this referring to though? Right? Because it's a subject matter. The Lord is referring to Israel. When you read up, when you go past the destruction, then the Lord talk about the salvation of Israel. Right? When the Lord talk about the time of Jacob's trouble, then right after that he talk about the salvation of Israel. So that's the subject matter, bro. The salvation of Israel. So that's who that's referring to. Even when you read down to where the brother at in what you at 17, right? Because the Lord going into how he's gonna restore.
Right. Yep.
He's all right, restore us, and that's gonna be the true restoration. Because the word restore means to make whole, or to be healthy.
Yep.
That's what you get the restaurant for. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. Because right now we we going through that process where the Lord is starting to give us back a little bit of that, but it ain't gonna really take place until the kingdom, man. That's when we're gonna be cold. You know what I mean? We're gonna be completely perfect, bro.
Yep.
You know what I mean? This
Perfection.
Alright, I'm gonna just continue,
Never to
bro.
sin again.
Damn right.
Sin to be done away. Death, oh death, where's thy sting?
Time,
You know
bro.
what I'm saying? Oh
Time.
grave, where's thy victory? You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be done away, man.
Mm-hmm.
That's gonna be a good feeling to know that, look, man, you're gonna be with family, friends, auntie, and all forever.
Yeah.
You never go away. You never have a lost, that sorrow feeling, the tears, a funeral, and that, you know what I'm saying? Like, damn, I'm losing all the homies I grew up with. It's just us now, you know what I'm saying? All that shit done. It's like, damn, we got them, and then look, it's the next generation. We got them and them, and this, you know what I'm
The
saying?
scriptures say that, like the glory of the father, so to speak. Yeah, the children. You know
the
what I'm
glory
talking
of the
about?
father.
Yeah,
The father of the glory of their children.
Yeah, they said talk about seeing his grandkids and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, that's Proverbs 17.
Glory of the grandfather is
Get it, barbershop.
Yeah, if you can't barbershop, just get a
Proverbs
barbershop,
17.
man. Cause I'm butchering the hell out of that, man. I just want to
Yeah,
finish
it's
this up.
Proverbs 17 and 6. Children are the crown of old men,
That's it.
and the glory of children are their fathers.
You see, and that's that glory we want, man. Because right now, you know, if you got a grandfather right now, man, he catching all type of hell, bro. You know what I mean?
In this place.
Yeah, in this place, bro, he can't really enjoy his grandkids. Just like we can't enjoy our kids.
How many old people you see working hunched over and
Yeah.
they look like they about to give it up, but they still gotta, you know,
Bro,
this place fucked up, man.
that's why the scripture saying in Psalms 90th chapter, you know what I mean? It says by reason of strength, you gonna make it, you know,
Right.
80.
Right.
You know what I mean? It'd be a miracle you make it 80 in this day.
Dudes and especially in America. But it was a dude, and these other people in other countries, they be hundreds of years old. One dude, 116 years old. Jake
112.
no, 116. This dude, 116 years old. He's still in Africa, smoking cigarettes. He said that's what he mad about for the pandemic because they banned cigarettes. He said that's his 116th birthday wish that they bring cigarettes back. I like that Jake crazy. I like it. I got this word restore real quick too about the shop. Restore because the Lord said He gonna restore us. It said bring back a previous right, practice, custom, or situation. Right. So what is the Lord gonna bring back to us?
The law, statutes, and commandments.
Right, the law, statutes, commandments,
Our power, our
rulership, right? That separation, that gloriousness, you know, that renown,
That glow.
it said that glow, like the brother said, reinstate, return somewhere or something to a former condition, right? Because we used to be rulers.
And the scriptures
That's
call
why the
us.
earth will go back to its natural state too.
Yeah, the scriptures call us in the book of Lamentations, how does this fine gold become dim?
Yeah,
Right.
We're gonna be back gold and not no bullshit gold.
Right.
Gold that glow.
The gold of
The
Ophir.
golden.
Right.
The gold of old fear. Exactly.
Yeah, that's what I said. It says return somewhere or something to a former condition,
Not
place.
cut gold, not 10
Oh,
parts
true.
or 14
To
parts
heart.
or 18 parts
Pure.
gold, full 24.
Tahar Zahab.
When you
Is that gold? Zahab? Tahar Zahab? Zahab, Tahar? That's pure gold.
Nah, yeah, my fault.
No, you good. Yeah, it is.
Kind of, bro. But when you go into that word Ophir, it say it don't get no higher gold than that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It don't
Which the
get no
best
higher
gold
than
is
that,
found in
Come from
America.
America.
Right, that's a,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? Right, that's a parable. You know what I'm saying? Because I believe I went into the word Ophir, I
Yeah,
forget.
we did on that video.
Yeah, we Khan. That was the spirit. Oh, yeah, Khan. Oh, yeah.
God, I'll finish that off.
Yeah, it says return somewhere or something to a former condition, place, or position. Repair or renovate.
Exactly.
So as to return it to its original condition.
We're going back to our original state as being the gods, man.
Give something previously stolen, our identity.
We gods, man.
It said give something previously stolen, our identity, taken away or lost. Back to the original owner or recipient.
Now take into
YAHAWASHI,
consideration,
YAHAWASHI.
take also this into consideration, the fact that look how close we are to obtaining that also. Well, what do we be old men? We endure to the end. Look how close we are to obtaining that. The scriptures say, what is it, Romans 13:11, how you go?
Wake up out of sleep in high time.
Exactly. Now it's high time to awake out of sleep. Our salvation is nearer than what we believe, man. You know what I'm saying? We about to get, Lord, what about this place soon come, man? You know what I'm saying? YAHAWASHI is like the brother was going into. restoring us, man. And not only so he's coming fast, because look at the prophecy that's coming to pass right now. All right, everything from about to be fucking uproars of the people because of the fucking famines, man. Do you see prices of everything going up? Gas, all right, meat. Dabu put up the meat. You know what I'm saying? Prices going up. All right. They about to reopen this economy, give everybody all this money, hyperinflation gonna set in, and then it's gonna be soon come prophecy after prophecy after prophecy. Look how many earthquakes is happening, you know what I'm saying, every day, man. You know what I'm saying?
People don't understand when they do open up the economy again. It ain't gonna go back to normal.
No,
a lot of people.
It's not normal. You're gonna have to wear a mask and shit.
Exactly.
You're gonna have to stand single file line.
Man,
They
today.
gonna have to check your temperature.
Right.
Trying to go to the stove.
Bro, a lot of people
Fuck.
broke as hell, man. They gonna open up the economy, and then people ain't gonna go in them stores. Like, what they gonna get? They didn't spend all their money. The economy been shut down for 2 months.
Exactly.
Then y'all fucking stimulating the economy with all these Federal Reserve notes. Which when you do that cause what? Hyperinflation, right?
Hyperinflation.
Because y'all got so much dollars in circulation, you know what I'm saying, right? That's where you get, you know, hyperinflation, the price of goods go up. And matter of fact, that's the spirit. I was in the grocery the other day, bro, and the price of meat going up. It was beef, ground beef, you know what I'm saying? Because they got these processing facilities that's closed down, you know, Tyson and Smithfield. You know, yeah, the price of beef is going up. You know, I seen that the other day. So, yeah, man, hey.
A seedless watermelon
Oh.
Save-A-Lot was $5.
Yeah, the brother McCart, he had made mention, we was on the phone the other day about Wendy's and they don't got no meat. They don't got no burgers on their menu in certain locations.
Yeah, you can only become scarce.
Yeah, right.
Y'all remember what happened with the toilet paper?
Yeah.
And that's toilet paper, man. Imagine when it's actual meat, bro. And
And then-
Americans, bro, they love eating
They
fucking
only
meat,
let
bro.
you buy like 4 different types of meat, and that's
Yeah, bro.
at the
Bro.
most. You feel me?
Man, they gonna look, man. I gonna get this word too, man.
Yep, you got
Because when y'all was talking about the meats and shit like that, they don't be surprised till you start seeing like liquidation, like you see that word liquidation, you know what I mean, on certain businesses.
What that mean?
I'm about to get
They
into
sell all that
it.
shit for the low,
I'm about to
man.
get into it. I got the word queued up right here. Liquidation, just for brothers. It says liquidation is a finance and economic and economics is the process of bringing a business to an end and distributing its assets to claimants. Yeah, it says as companies operates ends, the remaining assets are used to pay creditors and shareholders based on the priority of the claims. So when you see that word liquidation, or you see a business being liquidated, it means the business going it's coming to an end, man. Alright, so going back to the economy, once the economy do reopen, everybody got no money to fucking buy nothing, man. They gonna be buying the essentials, man. Household items, you know what I mean? Maybe some Idaho potatoes and all the other, you know, rice. But ain't nobody gonna be buying that because they don't got no money, man. People spent up all their damn savings,
And
man.
then you know the wickedness of Esau. Here it is, they'll have no meat. And they got the farmers basically executing their livestock.
Yep, euthanizing them.
You know, and won't allow them to be like it used to be. You know, we're real butchers. Where they had the butcher shops. Where that's all you went to go get the meat. And brothers know about it.
That's crazy, son. I don't believe I'm going up. Brothers can double check it if they want, but they actually say, as crazy as it sounds, that heels started for men for that purpose. Because they were standing and they want to be standing in the blood and the guts and all that shit. So they would make like boots with like, you know, wedges pretty much built into them. To be elevated off the ground type shit.
Bro.
But yeah, right. But it used to be butchers, bro.
Yeah.
Why can't it be like that? The brother wanted to say something.
I was just gonna say, when you talking about as far as like with the government not allowing the farmers to actually like sell to the public like that, is because, well, I just recently found out that a lot of the major farms are actually government controlled. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, you got your little local farms and whatnot, but to produce as much meat as this country needs. That's why, like, it's supposed to be a bill that they passed where it allowed the farmers to, instead of just, because basically they just wasted that meat. You know what I mean? Instead of them just wasting it, they can go sell it directly to the public, but they're not trying to pass it. Because, you know what I mean, like I said, all this is set up by design.
Yeah, and too, just to add on what you're talking about, y'all side, they got something, when you look it up, it's called farmers insurance. And when you look up farmers insurance, it's pretty much you gotta do like say for instance like your crops, you got a bad crop or whatever due to like natural disasters, it's flooding or whatever. If you are a farmer and you don't got farmers insurance or they, like pretty much your crops will go to shit and you can't get like reimbursed for it. A lot of the farmers don't got farmers insurance, you know what I mean? So when it's a bad year, flooding or whatever, which if y'all remember a couple years ago here in Ohio, it was flooding dramatically. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's like year before last, you know what I mean? It was flooding crazy. A lot of them farmers don't got farmers insurance, so they had to like start over, so to speak. You know what I mean? They couldn't get reimbursed for their crops. But I got real quick because we was going to the meats, right? This, no, Bakar, you got that about the meat? Start from 14 points to 15.
In Psalms 59 and 14, at evening let them return and let them make a noise like a dog and go round about the city.
Keep going.
Let them wander up and down for meat and grudge if they be not satisfied.
Yeah, man, because you're going to have a famine, man. It said let them wander up and down for meat, man. Because right now, like I said, you look at the, like I said, the meats and stuff like that, even though that's unlawful, but pork that's being pulled off the shelf, the chickens, the beefs, you know what I mean? Like I said, all those being pulled off the shelves, man. Like you know, RAWCHAA said, the youth, they euthanizing. You look at the word euthanizing, I mean like they slaughtering, killing them. You know what I mean? But they not using those that cattle for actual meat products, man. They just killing them and just discarding them, man. You know?
Then you got them killer hornets killing the bees.
Oh
the
yeah,
bees
yeah.
can't get up right.
Yeah, and bees are very important to the ecosystem, man. But these people, man, they don't care nothing about that, man. They want these people, they want the economy to return back so they can give it to their measly little lives, man. You know?
So they follow.
They're gonna care about the effect of it. They're not gonna care about, like you said, the things that's leading up to it. They don't care about it. And like you said, because like I said, it kind of fucked my head up. I went to all these yesterday and today. And like I said, I see the Section 8 field, but I ain't think nothing of it because you know they constantly sheltering that stuff. But it's like 9, 10 o'clock in the morning.
Bro,
it's still up. I'm like, oh,
that shit ain't going back to normal, man.
Oh yeah.
Cause that I said these people, cause I ain't gonna lie, it make you feel some way when you go to a store and you want a particular item and you're like, damn, you ain't got it. You ask the cashier, you like, you got that item? And you're like, nope, it ain't coming back inside.
Right, cause these people in the United States, they complacent. They like what they like, you feel me? So, and they got access to it through Esau in America, Babylon the Great, importing all these goods and these resources and materials from these other countries, man. So once production and shipping, we ain't talked about the freight, what is it, the place where you bring the shipments in.
Ports.
Right, the ports and all, you know what I'm saying, and all that. You ain't heard nothing about that.
Somebody get Zephaniah 1 and 10 about the fish gate.
That's a spiritual brother.
Yeah, I talked about it too.
Yeah, kind of going in, bro. You know what I'm saying? So right, they ain't even speaking about that. It's a blackout on there. The brother just talking about made mention about the strikes for the truckers. You know, so this place is going down, man. Right, this place is the foundation is slowly but surely crumbling, man.
Isaiah 14.
Right, which ultimately the foundation of America is what? Is Esau's priesthood on the left-hand side. And that's really what's crumbling, man. Esau and his brotherhood and his society, right? That's why they fighting back and forth, bickering. That's why they divided. These different, these Edomites who believe in Christianity. Hold on. If you believe in Jesus and I believe in Jesus, we supposed to be on one accord. But, go ahead.
You got the one in Zephaniah?
Yeah.
Yeah, because we got to play y'all, so. Yeah, bring it out.
This book is Salakia. That's my fault.
It's good.
I got Zechariah.
Yeah, it's Zephaniah 1 and 10.
It's the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1, verse 10. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord YAHWASHI, that there shall be the noise of the cry from the fish gate.
Right, and when you go into the elder brother Akaza, when he's going into it, the word fish gate, it pretty much goes to ports. All right, because how do the shipments get here on the shores, man? By either what's the supply chain? Huh?
Boats or planes.
Right, boats, planes, or trains. Cause remember we talking about the supply chain a couple weeks ago. Supply chain is how an item gets shipped from point A to point B, either through train, plane, or boat. So what's happening right now, especially when coronavirus popped off, it messed up the supply chain because ain't nobody want to really travel and shit like that. So it messed up all that, man. So when you go to that word fish gate, it takes to the word port, man. All right, and like I said, the ports right now, they're not bringing in no goods, man. You know what I mean? And it's mainly due to the so-called coronavirus, man. You know, you gotta.
Yeah.
You want me to bring that up though, cause I got concordance on here.
Yeah, go ahead.
It's H8179. It says Sha'ar, from H8176 in its original sense, opening, that is a door or gate, city door, gate, port.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, port, man. And like I said, a port is, like I said, when they bring in the goods via, like I said, boat, plane, or train, and they have to bring shipments on with cargoes, man.
Right.
Big ass crates and shit like that. All right, so the ports are getting disturbed, you know what I mean, due to, like I said, them plagues, man.
Right, and that's
like them big ass hornets, man.
Yeah, that's why Esau got a porter of authority.
That's right.
You know, that's why he created this whole, you know, security force, you know, privatized some, you know, Edomite, you know, some wealthy Edomite, man, and made up a business. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, the port of authority, all this stuff is all, you know what I'm saying, the money. And that's how you know it ain't about the money either, man. Cause Esau, he done basically, you know, he done amassed what he basically to the point, like the scripture says, when he's getting ready to fill his belly. Thou shalt rain upon. So Esau is to the point where he filling up his belly right now. You feel what I'm saying?
He feel he's almost at his pinnacle. He want to establish a new world order.
He filling up his belly.
That chip.
And I just want to get this article real quick, just to link this perfectly with the witch column, man, because we went to the word fish gate, it means port, right? So just bring that back and look at the word cry too in there.
I mean, it makes sense.
Yeah.
Think of where the fish are at what? Where do you go to get fish?
The market.
Primarily, well, not necessarily just that. I'm talking about if you're fishing, necessarily. You go to the coast, wherever, what coast you're at, you know what I'm saying? And that necessarily is a divide. That's a gate pretty much between the two of you, you know what I'm saying? And between y'all, then of course you got, what, artisans, we got tradesmen, you got sellers, buyers, this, that, and the other. That's normally at a port. Now, granted, people do also go fish at the sea, per se. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to, you know what I'm saying, too much, but it just makes sense.
Now, like I said, we looked at the word fish gate, and I can look at the word cry, because I got this quick article real quick.
The word cry, H6818, it say crush, it say shriek, cry.
They just say cry, okay, right. So people gonna pretty much be complaining, right?
That's right. That's what it goes into. Cry. That's why the
into,
Lord.
bro.
That's why the Lord told us to that sign cry.
Cry.
So you crying, you basically right. You complaining. You know what I'm saying? You crying out for help. You know what I'm saying?
So they're gonna be crying, like I said, because of the ports, right? Because the shipments getting
Coming through.
Yeah, they gonna be complaining. Right?
Yeah, you know how motherfuckers be getting when food ain't around.
That's the Snickers commercial. You know what I'm saying?
You're not yourself when you're hungry.
That's real.
I could look it up. I don't know it off the head, but YAHAWASHI had the situation where the two fishermen were looking for fish and didn't have no fish.
Oh yeah.
And then he,
put the witch on the net that they.
yep, he told them to put the cast in that again, and it came up. They had fish. You feel me? So when you ain't got no fish, picture you got people that don't got the spirit. YAHAWASHI supping with them. They ain't got that coverage. They just assed out. They gon', you know what I'm saying, bug out, they gon' wild out, bro.
Let me get this quick article.
They gon' cry, to say the least, like you were going into. They gon' cry, like the woman that, you know what I'm saying, the brother seen it. The woman crying about not being able to feed her children on World Star Hip Hop. She was crying like, I'm gonna be able to take care of my complaining. She was complaining.
Let me get this slide.
Because she couldn't, go ahead.
Yeah, can I want to get the point? This is from the Wall Street Journal. It's a smart guide to the U.S. meat shortage. It said as the meat supply crunch hits grocery stores, expect higher prices for burgers and steaks. Prices.
That's beef. I just said that.
It said purchase limits and smaller sections. Supermarket meat sales are up as consumers cook more at home. And that's another thing too. People eat more because you at home all goddamn day.
Yep. You ain't got nothing.
That's the spirit, bro.
And then you know another thing too. People eat when they depressed.
Right.
That's how people in America.
Right.
Especially women, like your brother said. And that's why people in America always eat,
That's
bro.
the spirit.
It's really they depressed, man. So when you at work, that take your mind off of the depression.
That's
for
right.
real.
Yeah, right.
Hey, that's the spirit. If I can also chime in and say, I just gotta say this. Today, RT News. 1 in every 5 children are obese, studies say, in America. And they said it's going to increase even as shortage continues. As shortage continues to grow, the obese is going to continue. You know what made me think?
Right.
The fast food is open. That's what one of the things the bitch was crying about in the video about the fast food being open, but the BMV being closed. Right. Like, how I'm gonna restore my shit?
Right.
My birthday coming out.
I gotta get my
And these fast foods and these different stores and corner stores that's open, see, that's essential for Esau to destroy you, right?
Right.
And the reason why your children gonna want to eat all the time because they got parasites in their body from eating what? A whole bunch of garbage, Fruit Loops, you know, sugar smacks and shit. Go ahead.
I just want to finish this out, y'all. It says with meat shortages hitting burger chains like Wendy's, Colio spoke about that earlier. It said, what can shoppers expect at grocery store at their grocery store meat counter, and this is what they're going into. It said the coronavirus pandemic has disrupted production at U.S. meat packing plants, leading to higher prices and scarcity for popular items like ground beef and chicken breast and supermarket meat cases. Grocers seeking to head off panic buying have begun limiting purchases and say they are preparing for intermediate shortages throughout May, if not longer.
Exactly.
So there you go, bro.
Exactly. That's what's coming, man. Famines. That's what we've been prophesying of. Matthew 24:6-8. It tells you pestilence and famines is going to come. As well as earthquakes and hinder wars, rumors of wars. And these are all happening now, which in latter said, hey, all these are the beginning of sorrows.
Y'all just about to say that. Can somebody get that real quick? Yeah, bro.
I got also another precept too.
Get that one real quick, BAHASHAM.
That one.
Yeah, because the 8th verse in Matthew 24. Yeah, because these people you tend to forgetting that the Lord, He the King of terrors, man. People just think this coronavirus is gonna pass over and they gonna do the man. That was close. Man, the Lord got. He like, bro, I still got hella shit. I ain't even take out the bag, bro. Yeah. You know what I mean?
4 sword judgments, brother.
The 4 sword judgments.
They gonna see some gruesome shit they ain't never seen before. Apparitions, bro.
Yeah.
This shit gonna trouble these people. Yeah. Hey, UFOs, chariots. People been recording them. Like, what is these? Yeah. What is those? Yeah. You know, that's be all. But they be in awe. We know what they is, but they be in awe. They be like, what is that?
And then, like I said, even we ain't even gonna go that high, because them people gonna be bugged out by the time they see that. But imagine when the shortage really comes to famine, you gonna walk outside and see people eating each other, bro.
Just real quick.
Exactly.
You got it, man.
All right, Revelation 7:3. All right, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. Let's get verse 2. And I saw, this is Revelation chapter 7, and I saw another angel ascending from the east, having the seal of the living power, and he cried with a loud voice to the 4 angels, to whom it was given to hurt the earth and the sea. All right, saying, hurt not the earth, neither the sea nor the trees, till we have sealed the servants of our power in their foreheads. All right, so like that's the only reason why, things like that, like they flare up and fizzle out. It all has to do with whether or not all the elect are sealed, and then that's when when Heavenly Father's going to make His move.
Yeah, they was talking about America took some of their missiles out of Saudi Arabia because tensions were ran down. But that's in the mainstream media. You don't believe that shit anyway, but it's a possibility.
Right.
But like the scripture says, which none of these shall fail. Lord said He gonna put hooks into their jaw. So whatever the case may be, the Lord gonna turn these other nations against America. Right. It's gonna be all upon the southern, man. The least of the flock shall draw them out.
Right. And people want to get out of America bad as hell, man.
And the so-called Jews, bro. People know that. That's who they know, bro. They even the Americans, bro, and a lot of other people, they know that the so-called Jews is behind all of it, bro, because they proclaim it. Because people know the scriptures, bro. People know the history about Israel, about the so-called Jews. And
people ain't stupid like they think.
No, like they portray themselves to be. But they know about the history, man.
Right. Because of the Amalekites are the chief house of Satan, man.
Because Esau teach about the history of the so-called Jews. He just make it that they so-called white people. And keep out certain information about it. But he teach about the so-called Jews, the Holocaust. Niggas know about the Holocaust.
Right. But that never happened.
Right. But niggas know that false story, and you know what I'm saying? That shit got a hold on them.
Matthew 24:6, and ye shall hear of wars and rumors of wars. See that you be not troubled. For all these things must come to pass, but the end is not yet. For nation shall rise against nation, and kingdom against kingdom, and there shall be famines and pestilences and earthquakes in diverse places.
There you go. Famines and pestilence, man. Yep. And diverse places, man. In different areas, man. So right now we still in the beginning process of that,
Right.
man. The Lord, like I said, He ain't even really.
It's open.
Yeah, bro.
It says here, verse 8, all these are the beginning of sorrows.
Right, if I could say this too, yeah, Wendy, see, they probably use somewhat like real beef still. See, McDonald's, them niggas using humans. So they ain't finna run out of meat, bro. Them niggas gonna be open till this bitch go. McDonald's.
That's serious, cause I went to rallies on a late night, you know what I'm saying, coming from some rally type shit. And, I had to go to work, so I'm trying to call myself, I ain't got time to make nothing, so I'm like, gonna buy me some rallies and take it to work. And I'm in the line, and then that article came up, and I'm like, well, how the fuck they still gotta be? Reverse about it. Yeah, you're right.
Get some fries only, just fries. Get some good rally fries, man.
This is something for y'all brothers. Second Ezra's, I don't know what chapter. Second Ezra chapter 16, and I'm gonna start at 35.
You don't know no topics, just hit them two scriptures. Sunday come, bro. You know what I mean?
Hear now these things and understand of these servants of the Lord. Behold, the word of the Most High, YAHAWASHI shall receive it. Believe not the gods of whom the Lord spake. Behold, the plagues draw nigh and are not slack. As when a woman with child in the 9th month bringeth forth her son within 2 or 3 hours of her birth, great pains compass her womb. Which pains when the child cometh forth, they slack not a moment. Even so shall not the plagues be slack to come upon the earth, and the world shall mourn, and sorrow shall come upon it on every side. And that's what we're witnessing. The fact that these people have been, look, they've been self-quarantined in the house for 1 month, and they start bitching and arming and protesting, and now they got the economy opening back up. They got more money coming in circulation, but now is the time of the end. Whereas, look, Esau about to come out in great wrath, man. All right? You ain't going to be able to travel.
This man
You about to try to implement the chip, huh?
I was just gonna say, this man done destroyed the stock market.
Everything. It's through.
And then he gonna let people go back open like this.
Yeah. Bro. Every day you look forward to new shit coming to pass. Like what new, like, is you gonna find out about, you know what I'm saying? Now,
the brother was
the
talking
news getting
about
wilder and wilder.
The brother was talking about the laptops and shit.
Yeah,
Walmart, they ain't even had that but one
I
laptop.
witnessed that in person. They said there were none in the shop.
Let me just say this, because at the end of that, just show you how the stock market is full of shit, though. Because with all this that took place, they up there making it seem like the stock market. You know,
they manipulating numbers.
Right, you know what I'm saying? So, but you got goofy people that's really like they
believe in that shit.
Right, because you got people that's investing in it now. You know, and then you got Warren
Because it's down because they think it's gonna come back.
They saying that this is the best time to buy stocks, but this that's why Warren Buffett ain't buying that.
It ain't coming back. It ain't coming back to the way it used to be.
It's fucked up.
If you ain't got no gold or no commodities, no real money, no real wealth, not no Federal Reserve notes, you more time for these people in the world, even in the world. You basically up the creek without a paddle.
Shit's creek.
That's it. And I say, even with that though, Chris said that gold or silver ain't gonna be able to save you.
Yeah, that's right. But y'all want perception, but it ain't gonna be able to save you like the brothers them saying, man.
Yep.
But if you ain't got no, like Jacob, cause they don't got no gold bars and niggas don't got no money, you got nothing, man.
Verse 40, 2nd Ezra 16 and 40, and we can Lord end up on this unless your brother got something. It says, "O my people, hear my word, make you ready to the battle, and in those evils be even as pilgrims upon the earth." So be prepared for it, because it's coming. This is the calm before the storm.
Apostle Mar said, man, he said, he popped the video of, he said, man, you might be homeless, man. He said straight up and down, man. He ain't cut no corners with it, like, you might be homeless, bro. So he like invested to a tent, he like, ask a hobo how you living. You know what I mean? Real talk, you serious, bro.
You have a strong enough mind to prepare for the elements.
Yeah. You
You might have to weather elements. And they also said, keep in mind too, don't start thinking years, think months. The Lord said, when all these things come to pass, look up for your redemption draweth nigh. And that's what he said, like, these things gonna speed up. He said they slack down a moment. Contractions with a child, if any brother have witnessed it, some brothers have, that can attest to it. I can. They don't slow down, they
Mhm.
speed up
Mhm.
until the time that child is delivered.
Okay.
And then they stop, you know, they be relieved that for
Right,
you know,
today, what is it?
Yeah.
Dilated certain centimeters.
Yeah.
Right, so it's all about time.
Yeah.
That's what it is. The Lord about it. The Lord, it's
Our
all about
time,
time.
nobody sleep, because your salvation draws nigh.
Right, it's about time that the children of Israel be born, man, reborn. You gotta come out of the womb. So
You trying to get out of here.
So like, I ended off on this. I mean, hold on for this Acts chapter 1 verse 6. When they, verse 5. For John truly baptized with water, but ye shall be baptized with the Holy Spirit,
Which is the word.
not many days hence. Right, and I was talking to his disciples and his apostles.
Right. So that's he said we're gonna be baptized with the word. That's true baptism.
Right.
We gotta be immersed in it. You know, that's what baptized means.
Verse 6. When they therefore were come.
Hey, Salakia, but that's going as a precept of what I just brought out. That's how you make yourself also ready to the battle. You know what I'm saying? By preparing yourself by seeking to the Lord. You know what I'm saying? Being immersed in the word, you make yourself prepared for what you're about to go through. The scriptures talk about how you how pretty much the service of the Lord gonna be protected. Isaiah 65:13. That's something up. You know, you gotta go.
Verse 6.
Well,
When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom of Israel? The kingdom to Israel.
There you go.
And he said unto them, it is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power, but ye shall receive power, that after that the Holy Spirit is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem, and in Judea, and in Samaria, and into the uttermost parts of the earth. You know, that was Yahawah's last words before he left earth, man. You know, before he got taken up by that chariot. So,
That's
you know,
what we doing.
Khan, and when he told the apostles that it was deep, it was a deeper meaning to it, because this gonna happen generations after what that day when Yahawah was taken up talking to the apostles. Right, and this is that time now.
And that's why the scripture says, blessed are your eyes for they see, and ears for they hear. You know, there be many men which wish to see and hear those things that you have seen and heard, you know, and have not seen them. And we the ones that's living it out. Prophets, we know, like the Apostle Paul say, humbly speaking, but more than the prophets of old knew in their time. We know now more, because knowledge has increased, man.
Yeah.
right, and the seals is open.
The seal-
That's why we know more than now, right?
Because
Because the Lord, right, the Lord came and opened the seals, man. So that's why we, you know, had his understanding through the men, the great men. All right, so with that, we pray this edify, we give all glory, honor, and praise to
YAHAWAH, BAHASHAM, YAHAWASHI, BAHASHAM, QADASH.
Double honors to the apostles and elders of great millstone, who will peace and salutation, blessing to the I can push this word in truth, sincerity, shalom.
Shalom. Shalom. Bible ball.